in Forge Hammer. You're in running between buildings and whatnot, getting closer to where Severin is probably located by, if you remember, the heavy breathing of a dragon and flying, him flying over at one point and scaring the bejesus out of all of you. So.
As one other note, there was some dwarven-looking figure in the shadows I saw as we were heading towards the construct, or the building with the construct.
Yep.
Don't know what quite happened with him, because he ran off.
Mm-hmm. And nobody went after him. So yeah, that's where we're at.
Now, all of them thought, oh, this is an obvious, way to get them to a resistance member and, a quest giver. There we go, and all that. But hey, everyone's like, that's a trap.
I mean,
am I fucking wrong?
Don't take the bait. It's a trap.
Not wrong, but also not right either. All right, so who wants to go first? Who wants to start this thing?
So, other than the potential plan, what is the plan we have?
The same one as we usually have.
That's not comforting.
Doing Scam Steel, given the books and Coin Miner.
Oh shit, we stuck with that, man.
Fucking Christ, lads.
Shit, I thought you guys would be like, no.
And I don't think the old fucking Scammo shovel, I don't think the old Tazar shuffle's gonna work too much, either. Actually, it might do.
I just would like to point out to the party that even in character and out of character, you all should know by now that going with any of my plans is a terrible fucking idea.
I mean, seriously, he's a demon. Can we trust him?
I mean, he hasn't
It's not
stabbed me
even
in
the
the
fact
back
that
yet.
not even the fact that it's a demon in character. It's me.
It's
any of my
me
plans,
being a
good
demon.
idea.
Why do we have to follow through with it again?
I don't know. I figured you guys would have a week to come up with something better.
Nope,
I mean, we don't have any information to come up to something better with.
God damn it.
He wants the bookshelf and blood. And the person. Can we...
The primary blood he wants is yours.
Well, yes. The loophole being Coin Miner. Or... I'm just gonna, think out loud a little bit. I mean, non-drunk Arir was known for creating things that moved that could potentially pass as, Coin Miner or Arir.
We are not creating an abomination.
One. Remember how hard it was to get you sober the first time?
Yeah, that's true.
Do you think we want to do that again in the middle of enemy territory?
Yeah, this would kind of involve, backing out, oh crap, I forgot the keys, and,
I really don't want to hear where you found your keys.
Yeah. After you crapping them out.
I got them from Darius's room.
Fucking Christ.
Darius, what the hell are you doing with that dwarf?
Terrible things.
I mean, yeah, clearly if you're chaining him to your bed, damn.
I mean, they're going to be a lot worse, but unfortunately, I can't beat him to death yet.
I mean,
Good
not
though.
with your fists. You've probably been beating him to death with something
Oh,
else.
fuck off.
Other than that, that's me thinking aloud. That's all I got.
So we're currently in a building, I'm assuming.
Yeah, in the if you look at the map for Forge Hammer, the blue circled area, I think, is where we left off. We just started walking out of it, but I don't think we got too far. Yeah.
Right.
So we may be somewhere along the road heading north, but we're pretty much within that blue circle, if I'm correct.
So we're just sort of casually walking along, discussing our non-existent plan of action.
Basically.
Yes.
I would like to roll perception.
I mean,
Alright,
I wouldn't
roll
say that it's a
perception.
non-existent plan of action. I would say it's a terrible plan of action. It exists. It's just not good.
Then does anyone have a better plan?
Forgotten Darius's thing. I think I know what it is actually.
Hmm.
22.
Darius,
Mm-hmm.
as you guys are walking, you are keenly aware that you are no longer alone. That you are being watched from the rooftops behind you.
Is it like one gaze, or am I feeling? Is it like the feeling of being engaged by one person, or like a bunch?
A bunch.
I'm gonna look behind me at it.
And you turn and you see there is like a choir of illithids standing on the roof behind one of the buildings behind you, and they're all just staring at you all in the alleyway. And there's about 20 of them.
Like they're actually standing, or they're floating.
No, they're standing on the roof. They're not floating, they're standing.
Run!
Dun, dun,
That's all
dun,
Darius
dun, dun, dun.
says as he fucking bolts, dragging a rear.
Darius, what the hell is wrong? Det wakes
Ozzy
up.
just like looks behind him, like where he thought Darius was looking, and just I assume
Oh,
sees all
yeah,
them.
yeah.
He's like, "Don't leave me behind!" He starts running.
No one's telling anyone else. It's just the hell's wrong with them? Oh shit!
Det just wakes up, rotates his head back around to, look at
What, like
whoever's
you're possessed?
Det is. Yeah, basically. Master,
Oh yeah, I
Illithid.
forget that's his name.
We should go play.
Wait,
As you
where-
guys start running,
well, yeah,
Cam doesn't, at least initially.
some of us haven't run.
Cam does not run. He's not running.
Well, there is being dragged.
Yes, he is very much
Slash
so.
carried, whichever.
Oh, I'm expecting you to carry your own weight in this situation.
Oh, okay. That's not
Azar, do
happening.
you stand or do you leave? You just get the fuck out.
Azar is very quiet.
Yeah. He's gone invisible, that's why. Scamos, do you run?
Who all's running and who all's standing?
Darius is running.
Okay.
Dragging a
So
rear.
that means Arrear's going.
Okay.
Gozak is running. Cam is staying.
Cam isn't running yet.
Not yet.
There's a difference between that and staying.
And what's Tazar doing?
We don't know.
He done vanished.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not dealing with this shit. He thrown a fucking smoke bomb and gone.
I think I'm gonna make like the Tazar and poof myself, and then relocate from where I was previously.
Like everyone.
So Cam is like the only guy left into all of
Yeah.
this.
If
You
Cam is
like,
just looking around, just like,
where the fuck did everybody go?
why are they running? Turn around, look up. Oh.
Oh.
Hello, I
Yeah.
don't. We seem to be a bit lost. I don't suppose you know which way is the gate.
And you see the illicit, they just all kind of stare at you, and they don't really, you don't really hear an answer, but you just start turning to run. Like you kind of use that bit of humor, and they all just like,
Hmm?
yeah, no, bro.
No, hello. Do you speak common? I'm afraid I don't speak whatever
Squid.
language you let it speak.
We
I don't
speak
speak
whatever
calamari.
language, and you hear
Calamari.
you hear in your mind. We don't use um we don't speak when we communicate. What are you doing here?
Just trying to visit an old friend. We're invited. But I'm afraid we haven't
And
kind of
who would that
lost our way to
friend
the gate.
be?
Oh, you might have seen him recently. Tall, dark, purple.
The dragon.
Well, I
It-
rather suppose you could call him that.
Can you tell him to leave?
I could. I don't think it would do much for you.
We would appreciate it if you would tell him to leave. Because we were here first.
I somehow doubt that.
Why do you doubt that?
Because last time I was here, it was the dwarves that were here and the dragon, and there weren't any Elethid.
He knows too much. And they just fucking scatter.
Oh, wait, Gozok probably realized that Cam hasn't been running with us, so he's gone invisible and headed back. Just
You just look around like
Looking
Cam is
around-
like nobody,
look-
nowhere to
he
be
goes
seen.
back and he's just gonna be like waiting around the corner, just watching him, just making sure he.
I
praying to
don't
God
think
he doesn't fuck
invisibility means
things.
too much to fucking Illithid, unfortunately.
Mm-mm.
I don't think it does.
I don't know if Goz knows that.
Like Darius probably would have gotten like clean out of like the sight lines. And it's just like,
Well, if he
But what-
won't leave, will you kill him for us?
That's would be awfully rude to do to someone who's invited us.
Are you a servant of his?
We are a guest.
Well, if you kill him for us, we will leave the city.
I'm sorry, you have me. I'm a bit confused now. You want him dead because you were here first,
Mm-hmm.
but if I make him dead, you will leave here?
Yes.
why?
You're going to have to explain that one to me. Because I'm afraid I don't follow.
We cannot leave while he's here.
Sure you can. You have feet, though you don't often use them.
Well, you see, we're very limited when we're in his presence.
You leave his presence. This is the
We cannot. reasons we cannot. We have to remain until he is gone.
Am I catching this conversation? Is this like
You can probably hear you can hear it on the edge of it. Oh no, actually no,
You,
because
you probably hear
my end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd hear Cam.
Yeah,
You wouldn't be able to
so
hear
so it's not
responses.
like an echo
No.
voice.
No,
it's
'cause-
just
No.
Illithid don't
It's
usually communicate using actual. They don't actually
they
have
use
vocal cords.
They use telepathy, so
Yeah.
usually.
I didn't know if it potentially I was hearing there, and then I'm just like watching Cam just like talk to himself.
You are.
Just looking at them.
Yes.
Just further down in the fucking like alleyways. Fucking Darius is there with the rear like. I don't see anyone else.
You're literally by yourself.
I'm
Well,
not
no.
alone.
And then you
I have
like,
a meat
somebody
shield.
like taps your shoulder behind you, and you're like, ah! It's rear. No, it's a Det that's tapping your shoulder.
Oh no.
Hello, Darius.
Another one of you bloody things. Just smaller.
We just need halls with that voice changer again. That creepy ass voice changer.
Let's not.
Hello, Darius.
Oh, God.
Not that one. The
That-
other one. The kid.
Of the kid.
Yes.
Of the ki- Oh god.
Yeah. I certainly can't promise anything, but at the very least, could you at least point us in the direction that we need to go? I'm afraid I'm gonna.
And
have
you
to
just
gather
see him
my
like
companions.
reach down the where everybody ran to. He just points down the alleyway. Continue that way. You'll run into him eventually. He's
Thank you
the
for your
center
help.
of the city.
Thank you for your
Good
help.
luck.
And turn and start walking off using the cane.
And as you guys are starting to run, like as you all make your way through the alleyways,
Try to
there's
find everyone.
groups. Yeah, you're finding everyone, but you look around and there's groups of Illithid on the rooftops just everywhere. Like you like turn a corner and you look up and then you see like 10 or 20 of them standing on the roof just staring at all of you. Like it's super creepy. It's like Children of the
This
Corn
is-
Arma with the civilians, kind of creepy.
This is not unnerving in any way, shape, or form.
They do move in herds.
They do move in
Moving
heads.
heads, yes.
Did any of you remember when we were at Waldenstein and walking down the street and there's just all these pigeons on the eaves?
Yes. They're literally pigeon mollusks, basically.
Make sure not to walk under any awnings that are.
They're just trying to drop tadpoles on people. They're bored.
You can tell there's plenty of them. They probably turned a lot of the population already, so they've had time. So.
Well, I had a few snacks.
Yep. So as you guys start linking up with,
Wait,
you guys
some
start
doors
like,
were too short.
Yeah, technically speaking, they are. They don't fit in with the standard conversion.
Hmm.
So they usually avoid them for that. They just mainly eat the brains.
mhm. Anyway, you guys start relinking up with everybody.
Yeah, and like you like round the corner and you see like Gothic and all of a sudden appear in front of you, like as if he just turned off invisibility because he did. Cam, what was that about?
I'm not sure what you mean.
I watched you talking to them without them talking back.
Yes, the floaty. And Cam puts his hand to his mouth and does fingers like tentacles. These people, they seem to lack the physical requirements for forming speech.
I bet Veer would know all about that.
But physical, not mental.
No, because I'm pretty sure he had like a illithid on his head. Illithid head on his head at one point.
Yes.
He almost got killed because of that damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and that too. But either way. So what were you talking about?
You guys keep walking and start running into the rest of the party as everybody like starts linking up again in the alleyways.
It seems our violet friends are less than amused with the current resident.
I'm assuming that's why they're just staring at us.
I'm not entirely sure what's up with that either, honestly.
I mean, they've got numbers. Why couldn't they just kill it? Why can't they just deal with it themselves? If they're not amused by it.
It's as you guys round the corner, you hear in the back of your head, Darius, "We've tried," like just echoing, like
Please
someone's
don't do that.
eavesdropping on your conversation.
Just
I
out of
rather
like,
imagine they'd prefer not to be flambe calamari.
well, apparently they've tried.
Is squid right? Or is that octopus? I forget. Doesn't matter.
assuming
They both have tentacles.
I'm assuming they really can't use whatever those abilities they have. They affect the mind on a dragon too well.
Especially one that is technically also the same thing as an illithid. So yeah,
Yeah, mental type. uh, well, you say basically the same thing as an elephant. Let's not go there.
Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, given that we are no longer really sneaking, Cam's gonna let Flint fly above.
I might have a slightly crazy idea to take him down. It's gonna involve flying, explosives, and time stop.
We're a bit short of one of those, I believe.
You had a rare
Yes,
part two.
but we are in a dwarven city, and we are kind of known for explosives. Because it's really effective for mining and shit.
I
That
won't
is
use
true.
it for the latter.
Say what?
Sounds like a bit of an easy way to make a shitty mess.
For mining and shit. Don't you just love it when your jokes go over other people's heads there, can't they?
About half of them do.
Especially with this setup.
all right. So you guys start walking into the middle. You start getting in the center of the city now, and you guys walk in. You see Theverin is basically made its home in the center of town. At this point,
Like
yeah.
like where the keep is, or
Um,
just like slap bang as in the middle of the city as physically possible.
yeah, literally like in the middle of the city. Would be number 5. So he's like literally right here.
The lawn.
Yeah, he's literally turned the lawn into his actual lawn.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what is he? He's a fucking purple. So I'm assuming there's like loads of books and shit.
Well, no, you have his books.
We have one bookcase.
Wait, what is it that purple's fucking
It's
hoard?
knowledge.
So yeah, you would have like the knowledge of the city, I would assume.
Yeah, they're bringing it to him. You see, there's piles starting to come or start being built. They're not big yet, but there is piles. So
Who's bringing it to him?
that would be illithid.
Oh, I assume that all the other theatre around the outskirts aren't the ones. Oh. They went for a mental war with a mental type dragon, and the mental type dragon won, and now they are subservient. Ah,
Now we're putting two and two together.
He's slow on the uptake, isn't he?
Do we want to take a step back and actually figure out a plan?
You all sure about that? You want to go in and engage, or do you guys want to plan? What do you want to do?
I roll to
Oh, well-
rage.
So you're not an Icarian.
What was
How do you know?
what was your plan with the bomb and flying and time stop?
I mean,
Not in that order.
knowing you, you would probably be able to figure this out better, but maybe be able to toss enough sticky explosives onto his face and pretty much blow his head clean off before time stop ends. If it doesn't kill him, at least weaken him enough. Or set barrels of explosives down.
Yeah, I mean, I think time stop has a limitation on it.
There's a timer.
It's kind of short, so you'd have to run in and set it to explode and then run out.
It would have to be ready to go.
Unless you could set up like a rune or something to be pressed, and within a few seconds after time stop ends, it explodes.
Looking around, what is there? Like examining where we are and like around the cavern in the mountain as well.
This is one of like the areas where the light would actually show through from like the top of the mountain. Like this is one of the few places where it kind of centers. So that's why it's called the lawn, because it's super green, because oh look, sunlight. And around this you've got buildings and very dwarven homes, things like that. They're just kind of around the area, and this is kind of a big basically the lore behind it is it's a place where they can come and kind of get away from like the hustle and bustle of the city, and they come here to kind of like, oh, I can be in nature without having to go above ground kind of thing. So it's one of those like a lot of people come here to kind of relax or to kind of clear their head, things like that. So it's very open. There's a fence around it, and you do have buildings which are being about from the center of where he's at to the buildings. It'd probably be 300 feet, 400 feet.
Center 2 buildings. The radius, I guess.
Like
diameter.
one of those is like a gazebo, and the other one is
a gazebo.
Yeah, it's a gazebo right here.
Insight check on the gazebo.
You want an
Oh my
insight
God.
check? The gazebo.
What are the intentions of the gazebo?
All right, if you want to roll it, go for it.
What's the alignment of the gazebo? Okay.
Is the gazebo attacking?
It just might. You never know. I mean, a mimic gazebo would be hilarious.
Makes me think of that comic.
Oh God.
Mimics are like it's the one with the fucking bucket. It's a bucket, as he's called by a member of his party. He goes around like smacking things. He's like, you can never trust where a mimic will be, and he touches like the door handle, and it turns out the door's a fucking mimic. Great.
Okay, yeah, time stop's got the very limited, you have to roll for it. So,
It's
1d4 plus
1.
1.
So
rounds.
minimum 2, maximum 5.
Yep.
Rounds.
You can move 1,000 feet from your cast point and place something down, and it won't stop, but if you go 1,001 foot, it ends immediately. And then if you disturb any of the creature, it ends. So it could work. If we had Plode, this would work even better, because Plode could basically move really quick.
Wait a minute. So this is sort of like a major point, right, in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing dwarven architecture, is there any really big fucking statues around here?
Oh yeah. It's on the edges, like so along the fence line they have like the has like each of the kings, and you can tell like the throne breakers replaced all of them. So there was probably other things there as well at some point in the past. But yes, so
So there's
on the
literally like a statue there now.
yes, they're all over. Like there's been 2 statues that are there, but you see there's empty ones as well.
Can
So
I?
there are 2 statues. How big are they?
Yeah, how big are they?
20 foot tall.
I want to
I mean-
roll insight or perception to see if those are actually constructs, or any other detail I can pull from the statues.
I figured I'd probably detect them as well.
Well, if they're deactivated.
I mean, you're gonna have to get close if you're gonna want to do that, or
That means getting right in front of the dragon, and you're the guy he's after.
Let's avoid that, shall we?
I know.
20 foot. Waller, you fucking bastard.
what?
So let's just get the full fucking description of the area then.
Mm-hmm.
So we
So-
aren't guessing like, is there this? Is there that?
So the area, you said there's 2 statues that are left, and there's empty pedestals. It's very much. It's not quite a square. It's more of like a pentagon more than anything. It's 5-sided instead of 4-sided. And there has been there's pedestals at each of the corners, and there's 2 of them that are standing, and the other 3 have been completely emptied. Like I said, it's about 500 feet from the build where the buildings stop to the lawn itself, and the lawn is a pretty big area. It's probably 400, 500 foot across, 500 foot across, and then it has the
So it's a-
gazebo.
From
It's
building to building is a total of 1,500 feet.
Yes.
Gazebo in the center.
Yep. And then Severn is in the middle of the lawn.
What is he doing, first off?
He's just sitting there chilling. The dragon is chilling. Yeah.
Gathering all that knowledge.
Can we also get an update on where we are on the map, Forgehammer? Like a dot.
Five.
Right.
Center.
Fucking center.
Well, yeah, I know, but I don't think we're like what side we're on looking in. I'm
That's
assuming south.
Yeah, I
Yep.
would assume south there,
Okay,
man.
just checking.
This is not where I would have expected to find him layering up.
Well,
If we
seeing as he's basically got the city back, I suspect that yes, this is probably where he'd want to be.
It's a bit open.
Easier to see your attackers coming.
All the buildings around for concealment.
Yeah, but it's a 500. What is it from building to lawn? It's 500.
Mm-hmm. Then lawn's 500 across.
Yeah, that's a real
Yeah.
big fucking space he's got. Like any
Yes,
force coming to
but-
get him has to go into that open area, and
Eyes can only look in one direction at a time, though.
The dude's got illithid, yo. That's all I'm going
Yep.
to say.
yeah, exactly. He's got those servants around.
And you see like they're walking down like different alleyways, bringing books and just dumping them in the lawn, like in the field, and then walking back into town.
This seems like a great place to use my 2 big guns. Because the range I was given literally can reach almost across the whole entire thing.
Hmm. Like maybe I designed this on purpose.
Nah, you don't think that far ahead.
No.
Do I now?
Oof.
You just like Scamus, you just like hear Gozzik like moving up next to you. He's like, "Hey, so whatever you did to help me on that cannon on the ship, do you think you can help me with the really, really big gun loading it. So I don't know exactly how Unseen Servant works, but I assume if it's unseen, it's just like something's like helping me do something. It's like, what the fuck?
Isn't that a concentration though?
Oh yeah. Wait,
Thought so. I think it is.
doesn't say
Feel like it would be.
concentration.
No?
One first level conjuration ritual. One action. Duration 1 hour. Doesn't say concentration. Unless I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, if it's duration 1 hour, it's not going to be concentration.
Otherwise, at that point, you would have built a chair and taken 1 point of exhaustion.
Jesus Christ.
Right. So here's the question. Do we think we can take this head on?
Well, Rear doesn't really have too much of it. He can use. I'm assuming he can cast spells now.
Rear?
Yeah.
I
Dead.
hate to be this person, but you may not want to participate in this battle for obvious reasons. Given he wants you dead.
Yeah, we don't particularly want you revealing yourself.
You guys look and you see Det like trying to climb out off of a rear, and he's like, "Master, I want to go recon for you." And you see him
We
like
can
start
see everything we
walking.
need from here.
He just starts walking that way.
No, come back.
Oh god.
Thank you, Hallsworth.
You've
Ask,
already.
ask
So-
Brexit, and ye shall receive.
So is that Alvin,
didn't-
Simon, or Theodore?
Both, all three. Both and all three. There you
Yes.
go.
Both and all three.
I feel like
come
it's
back.
Theodore.
No, don't. Don't come back.
You've already lost control of this one.
Poor
it
choice
seems.
of words.
How is he walking to the statues or the dragon?
No, he's walking right up to. He starts like right towards Severin.
Oh, fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
Okay, all right, we're gonna have to go with this. Once you get there, tell him to
Explode.
look at you, and then poke him in the eye. Okay?
You guys watch it. He seems like this.
And he said, like, Arir can communicate with the construct just by thinking it, but he's still saying it out loud. I'm assuming everyone is looking at him.
Yep.
Arir just
Oh,
kind of
I
shrugs
You
assume
his
guys
will
just
shoulders.
watch this walk up there.
So how difficult would it be just to pick up this little thing as it walks by?
Really not that bad. I mean, it's heavy, but you guys could grab it if you wanted to.
It's a foot tall, I thought.
Yeah. It's
Palm
like,
its head like a basketball.
Who picks him
little
up? Is
thing
it
is he?
Cab or is it Darius?
Whoever, like, is Darius gonna try? Because Cam will.
Like, if it's trying to march off, I'm definitely
Yeah.
gonna grab it. Like,
Oh, I thought it ran
Then
off.
it's just whoever
No,
passes
it's
first.
marching off.
Okay,
Yeah.
then, yeah. Intercepted.
just gauntleted hand picks it off the ground.
It just
And it
turns.
starts-
Its head turns around to you and looks at you.
Oh god,
holding
its
its head.
head's not gonna turn. Its body's gonna
Body's
turn.
turn.
now.
It just
The body's
spins
just
in
doing
place
360s.
Okay,
because
I'm
it's
just
trying to turn
imagining
the head, but
Iron
it
Man
can't.
Scene.
Oh please! Oh god, it's gotta have just like this bone curdling crunching sound from the servos. As it does
Yeah,
that.
it's pretty bad.
It
Darius-
just stops. I will end you, filthy human.
So I'm just
Put
holding
me
its
to-
head. I'm holding its head, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just doing like this weird spin thing.
Yep.
If you do not stop, I'm about to break another one of your constructs, Arir.
Rear shrugs. I can't It's doing its own thing. I mean,
Put me down. You just hear him like, put me down. I can
gonna
handle the
apply-
dragon. I can handle it myself. It's fine.
Oh, and how can you handle it? How can you handle the dragon?
Did you say this is a toy for children?
I
didn't.
believe
Ar-
constructs.
Arir, you
Try
notice
to-
like this thing is not it's not acting like the toy. Hey, gosh, you notice that too. It's like something's up with this one.
Hey Darius, can you hold that there for a minute?
I am.
Okay, good. Det, don't move. I'm gonna take a look at, see if any modifications have been made to you. Shut up, Det. I'm sure that's it. Det,
Oh,
silence.
that's enough, bro. Oh my god.
I'll bite your bloody ankles.
So roll me a intelligence check.
Oh, I love voice changers.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh.
Yeah, this you look and it just like a Toy Story thing. You look at the bottom of the foot, and it has coin miner written on the bottom of it.
I just turned to Coin Miner and I'm like, really?
What?
Why didn't you tell me you made this?
I mean, I built all of them technically.
You're
That
Who
is
do you
an
think?
accurate
Who do you?
statement.
Who do you think made them and sold them here?
you built these, the child's toys ones?
Yes.
Well, that explains why they're so creepy.
If you were also that, if you were sitting out in the middle of the mountains in your own little self-imposed exile, how were you building and selling things here?
Use the passage.
Yeah.
Bit of a trek, though.
You didn't have these small dwarfs ferry plans back and forth, did you?
Small dwarfs.
Small constructs, sorry.
I mean, yeah. They also I used them when we laid minefields and things before you were old enough.
You didn't happen to make a mine clearing version, did you? Like, specifically meant to
mean,
explode?
I mean, you just send one of them out into the minefield.
Yeah, but that only get 1 or 2 at best. If you have one that explodes.
You just carry the mine with it and it activates it. Yes. Theoretically, it's possible.
You didn't, by any chance, have it set to overload the reactor on it?
I'm not dumb.
Dang. Any other modifications to this one?
Actually,
Oh,
Like-
god damn it.
For why it won't follow instructions and does its own thing?
Not your
I don't-
construct.
I don't know.
coin miner question. I'm still invisible, by the way, so it's
Yes.
this voice is just kind of
Floating
Wait,
across the
Echoing,
breeze.
yeah.
How hard would it be to set that thing up to overload its reactor? And how big of a boom are we talking?
I mean,
Well,
I could
first,
also
you'll have
active-
to turn on the reactor.
yes. And also,
Well,
I can activate every one of them in the city.
what?
That would have been some valid information to know earlier.
Nobody
So-
asked.
So, getting past your cryptic, useless bullshit, how big of a boom are we talking if we set one of these reactors off?
well,
Like Plode big?
no. These are way too small. Now, if you have, I don't know, say a murder or army of them, depending on how you want to talk about group sizes, theoretically, you could probably make one that size.
Like the crows.
Dead. Last
Okay,
known,
so-
recall last known number of your type of construct in the city.
So, I'm just thinking, we have the issue of getting these to Thevrin before he flies away. We have bags of holding. We could stuff a few in our bags of holding.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you-
god.
You're picking up the direction I'm going with this, Star.
2 of us can fly up and drop these mini bombs on him.
Pick them up, nothing. I'm thinking along the routes of an amplified black hole, like a amplified, bag of holding nuke here.
That or we have someone distract the dragon while all of these things basically run up on him.
The rare
don't
just looks
think-
at Det.
I think that he would notice about the time the third one of them ran at them shrieking.
If they don't shriek, it should be fine.
Do you trust them to not shriek? Because
Do you
I
trust
don't.
that thing?
And it's just like looking at you as you guys are pointing at it. And it just looks at you, Gothic, and he's like, "Why don't you trust me?"
You nearly walked up to a dragon.
Yes, I can defeat him on my own. It's not a big deal.
Oh, bullshit, you can.
You want to try me?
I somehow doubt you have the capacity and nor ability to do so. Please enlighten me. What was your plan to defeat it?
No, Scamos. You forget what we're trying to get them to do here.
We're still trying to get this thing to reveal what it thought it could do.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to get it to do right now.
I was going to punch it in the face.
Oh, god damn it.
What,
Oh,
until
for
its
fuck's
face-
sake.
What, until its face stopped resembling a face?
And then that dragon came down out of the sky, and I decided, I'm gonna punch it in the face! Legitimate
Jesus.
quest line from World of Warcraft. I'm not even joking you.
Oh,
So,
God.
that was your plan, was to punch
Yes.
its face.
Yes,
And you figured that would work because?
I've done it before.
Oh, okay.
Det, do
What,
you have
to-
any network
to that dragon?
capabilities?
Which question did he? It's kind of confusing. Like, which question?
Shush. Was the previous dragon you punched in the face that dragon?
No. Points
What
at
hap-
coin miner.
Oh my fucking god.
Well, clearly that one's still alive and not defeated.
I mean, I caused
So-
him pain, didn't I? And he's like, didn't I, coin miner? And coin miner's like, oh god, why did I make these things?
I don't think causing the dragon that will immediately fucking murder you pain is a good solution to the
Why
problem.
not?
Yeah, no, that's mosquito bites. We not after mosquito bites.
And you see coin miner get down and looks at the model number, and then he looks up to everybody. He's like, you all should probably let this one go at least try.
Wait, why?
Why on earth would we do that?
You have yet to give us a reason to trust you.
Yes.
And he looks, and then he looks up, and he's like, well, let's just say you would be able to handle it.
It is gonna turn into that scene from Tom and Jerry.
Why? Tell us why he's able to handle it specifically.
This is one of the experimental ones.
No, I don't care about your
Oh.
bullshit. I want you to tell me exactly.
This
how
sounds like
you
a
know it's
better reason to
capable.
turn him off.
And you see which one, he's starting to remember which one he is. Hang on.
And while he does that, Det, do you have any other network capabilities to, I don't know, communicate with other constructs of your type?
I do not.
Well, okay.
IG has limited range.
How many bags of holding do we have?
I believe everyone except Scamos, Arir, and Queen Miner has at least one bag of holding. I don't know if we have a spare.
Let's just say, I built these to have a, have you guys heard of Sunburst?
Sunburst?
Yes, it's a spell.
Does it explode?
I mean, yes.
Hold on, let me use the Google rune real quick.
Google rune.
What do I know about that spell?
Roll me an Arcana check.
14 on the die for total of 20.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm gonna give you. I will give everybody on that, and this will be coming from Senior Cam.
That's what I imagine when a coin miner said he can handle it.
Oh, it doesn't say that.
12d6 radiant damage, yeah, because that's gonna fuck up a dragon.
Yeah, that's a total of what, 36 damage-ish?
Yeah, like that's definitely gonna be devastating. 2, 1.
And it's
12d6. It
it's
would
a
max
Constitution saving throw for half damage.
Out. Yeah,
Dragon
maximum
Constitution.
Damage, yeah, maximum damage it could do would be 72 points of damage.
Also, dragons have meta knowledge here a moment, but dragons also have blind sight, so blinding it is going to do fuck all.
Coin miner,
Yes.
you didn't happen to be lazy and just make this the standard model that was sold to every dwarf in the city, did you?
No.
Okay. Well,
Is
Wait.
there any more of these?
No.
By gods, and did I just hear Arir being a voice of reason?
no, Arir looks disappointed. Arir got really excited for a moment.
How often can it do this spell?
I
Not
mean,
often enough.
yeah. It's probably a one shot, and
And he
if I remember,
detonates.
they get it once. Yep. Well, he doesn't detonate. He just shuts down.
What causes the shutdown?
I mean, overloading the runes to perform the spell.
So if Fenrir's like tapping his fingers together, if we can somehow power jack the runes, we can amplify and or keep him alive afterwards to do it again.
No.
I didn't say it was safe. I'm just saying, it's an idea.
Mr. GM, sir, I think I'm going to take a minute to detect any constructs within the area. Any other constructs?
Yeah. You do sense that there's others. Just sporadically throughout the entire city, because guess what? It's Dwarven City with all these. Brexit?
Hmm?
You awake?
Bark.
I mean, bark.
There you go.
I thought it was dogs in the background.
No.
He has something where the breathing sounds like snoring.
Mm.
But either way, so Coin Miner, do you know where a stash of these little ones are, so we could potentially overload them and drop them on Thevin?
I mean, they're throughout the city. I don't know if there's collections of them, but they're throughout the city.
I have doubts we'd be able to coordinate them well enough.
You
We might be able
just,
to get one.
yeah.
I guess
Forgive
we had
the
the mini
crudity of
grenade.
the language, but there doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on upstairs.
And it looks at you, it's like, I should be insulted, but I'm not.
It's a good thing you can't be insulted.
Master, he's mean. And just kind of like walks back towards you.
Walks?
Mm-hmm. That's right. You know, Darius is still holding him up, aren't you?
He twists his body and starts walking in the air.
Yeah, he's like air walking. That's not going to work there, little one.
Let me
I
go.
can chat.
No.
You want me to overload right now? I will.
I will smash you into the floor before you have a chance.
I don't want to deal with 36. No, I don't want to deal with sunburns.
That just come back. No, don't go walk to the dragon. No exploding yet. We'll figure it out. Do you know the location of the other
Wait a second.
types of your constructs?
I'm gonna hate this. I'm gonna
Numbers,
seriously hate
yes.
this.
Oh, this
But
is
coin
okay.
miner, do you know how
Yeah.
to make, I guess, upload 2.0 so we could, if we find another construct, we can make him go hug Thevrin, and then.
I
yeah.
mean, we can do it right now with all the little ones, and it would make enough.
Yeah, but
How do we-
I might
have a
have an
feel.
alternative. But it's a question of how many, how much we can inflict upon, or how many strikes we can inflict upon the dragon.
And
can't-
hopefully,
Cam pulls out a flask. I've been carrying this around for a minute, not quite having a use for it.
Is it?
Oh.
Alcohol?
Oh.
Array, you do not want to drink that.
This is from the purple worm that we killed.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh.
just saw that in my inventory just now.
I mean, you see the.
God, I had it.
Yeah, look at it, and he's like reaching for it. I'll take it up there.
Cam's gonna step back, make sure he's out of reach.
I just want to do good.
Right now, doing good is being quiet and still.
But that's boring.
Congratulations, boring is good. Good is boring.
Det, come back here. Just stay still.
Det.
Don't encourage the little one.
But yeah, we'd want to hit it with as many instances of it as we could.
So, coding weapons.
Yes. Problem is, a melee weapon only works for one strike, and then you have to reapply it, which takes an action, I think.
What about if we just coat the rounds Gazak has?
Then each bullet, yeah. You can coat, assuming it's like you treat it like arrows, you can coat up to 3 arrows, or in this case bullets, with 1 dose. Which you can do that all beforehand.
So we can just cast time stop in between us and the dragon, fire the rounds into the time stop zone, and then
That
when it
Isn't
dissipates.
quite how that works. Time stop doesn't affect an area, it affects a person.
E.g., coat all the rounds, have Gozik activate time stop, having fire.
And the
And
first
then-
time something you do affects someone else, it fails.
Which means if
Right.
the round hits him, I'm out. Time
Mhm.
stop with an
Yeah.
empty gun.
Yep.
It may take me a little bit, but maybe I could figure out a way to. If I could find like a shop, I could fill some of the bullets with these, and when it penetrates his armor, it will splash all inside.
Or coin miners, like we could just send them up there with the road with the constructs.
Forgive
do you
me
know
for
what
a lack of faith, but I don't think the construct is going to be able to penetrate that dragon's scales.
What happens if you ingest that?
I'll offer it as a
Nothing.
drink.
It is a venom, not a true poison.
Oh.
You
Let's
have to
go
get it
into the
into a
bloodstream.
wound.
Yeah. Let's go
Oh.
into the bloodstream, not the digestive tract.
Well then. So we have a few options. Use a construct to, or multiple constructs to huck him and explode him. If that doesn't kill him, we can go with plan B, which is fill or cover our blades with
How many
poison.
of us here have a backup ranged weapon? Cam raises his hand.
I
I
do,
have
but it's on the
3.
ship.
I have 3 if people need them, though I'm gonna be a little sparing with which one I give.
I'm curious, has
Sure.
the blender... You still have... You brought the gun spear with you, didn't you?
It's in my bag of holding.
Ah.
How long is that, by the way?
Yeah, he likes to look at Godzik and it's like constant reminder. You just see 2 barrels sticking out of his bag of holding on his waist. I don't know how it works, but it just works.
I don't.
It just works. It just works. It just works. Sorry.
Talking about the scrolls, that reminds me, I also don't think it'll work, but I have a polymorph scroll that came with that set of 4, but I don't think it'll work on
That
the dragon.
I don't think
could potentially be useful, but it's more of a one and done and risky as it is.
Wait, hold on. Doesn't polymorph work in the way of once
What the?
it takes damage, that's
Waller,
Waller.
stop exploding.
What?
Hot
You were,
Oh,
dude,
sorry.
you were calling me out for it a fucking minute ago.
Sorry.
Jesus.
That was my bad. Sorry.
Can't say
Better?
I get the
And-
point.
Yes.
Yep, better.
Either way, as you were
Okay.
saying,
Polymorph works in the way of it converts it into that creature temporarily with that creature's hit points, and once it takes enough damage, it reverts back to its old self, right?
And any spillover damage is felt in the old slash newer form.
How long does polymorph last?
everyone looks at Scamos. Tries to look at Scamos, realize he's invisible still.
Wait, what are we looking at Scamos for?
I thought you had polymorph.
I mean, I do. Yes.
Also,
What-
that
What's the
I-
time limit?
Don't have the scroll with me. I'll just link the.
1 hour concentration.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's from a scroll.
So I don't know.
I'd assume it would still last up to an hour, just that it doesn't require anything to concentrate from.
I believe
Yeah.
it would still take.
So what you would have to do is you would still have to activate the scroll
Concentration.
with a concentration. So like you would still have to hold on to it. You wouldn't be able to cast anything else.
Anything
With it.
concentration anyway.
You can still cast a bunch of other shit, just not.
What is the DC on the scroll?
It's wisdom save.
Yes, but what's the DC?
Doesn't say.
15.
15?
Yeah, 1-5.
Yeah, it probably
That's
won't work
the.
then. Unless Waller rolls absolute shitly.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was thinking we could attempt to cast polymorph on it and then have Cam basically pick it up and fly it into the air as high as he can, and then let go.
Well, the only other scroll I got that was taken was the resurrection one. So unless this guy's got a century or less old enemy that we can just resurrect and have sec on him, that's all I got.
A century or older?
Or younger, dead wise.
Are you saying you're looking for its rival to then release its rival to kill it?
Basically.
I don't think they work on. I don't think resurrection works on dragons. I think you need something special for them.
Just
I'm going entirely off of vague
Go
memory of D&D lore, but
on Arcana check. If you
Arcana
want to
check?
go down that route, yes.
okay, let's see if it's an option.
Yes.
9.
It is an option.
As a dragony boy, you would know these sort of things.
Yes. In this universe, it is an option. So
Spell websites linked below.
But it's only resurrection, not like true resurrection.
We still need the body, wouldn't we? Yeah.
Touch a dead creature that has been dead for no more than a century.
That didn't die of old age.
Mm-hmm. And we don't really know anyone who has died recently that would be useful, as far as I know.
I mean, you have the books.
We also don't have their body.
Okay.
Also, when did the fucking book? When did he lose the books? Is the question.
Well, no, like so because they're technically magical, like they don't need to be like physically open to
So
be
they
written
always update.
on. Uh-huh.
So it could list one, their date of death, how they died, and
And
where their
where?
body is.
Yes.
Yes, but we're rather here now.
Yes, but if we can figure out if there's a, remember this originally was the Dragon Kingdom.
A bit more than 100 years ago.
But not all of them died around over that time, and there's still one around. There might have been one that, you know.
So that's
There are
the
a few
plan C.
problems with that. We'd have to get very lucky in researching for a dragon that
You just look at the back of the book.
Not to mention, I'm pretty sure only Coidbinder and Cam can read the books.
yes, there is that as well.
And maybe someone else. Oh wait, sorry, was that meta?
Oh, you can read Draconic, can you?
No.
No.
But I'm pretty sure
And not that kind of draconic. So
But I do believe someone mentioned they had comprehend language. But I don't know if we actually want to go down that route.
and that's no Cam anyway.
No, Cam does not have comprehend language.
Anyway.
CMOs might. Either him or Arir.
I remember Cash mentioning that. I may be
Ah.
wrong.
Cash.
Am I wrong, Cash? Mr. Breathy?
It's me. Sorry.
Are you just like face hugging your mic or something? Like.
No, it's just my mic is like in front of my nose. So
So
Have you considered moving it to the side?
Well,
So
at least you're not being a mouth breather.
So the plan I think that will work is we either find a bunch of small constructs and drop it on him, and then if that doesn't just outright kill him, if we find a big construct at least, we should fire a bunch of ranged weapons at him and.
Well, hold on. If we're talking about firing a bunch of ranged weapons, we're in Forgehammer. City of the Dwarves. Home of innovation.
Gazik's just sitting there. It's like, Mr. GM, good sir, where is Boomstick's workshop here? Or if he has like a, does he have like a business here?
it's
And
next
you
to
would
the
know where it
lawn.
is,
You
'cause
would
you
know where it
wo-
would be because you worked there, and it's actually very close by.
Serious? I'm very sorry for not realizing this earlier, but I may know where Boomstick's workshop is.
E.g., probably where he has most of his advanced stuff.
Boomstick, please forgive me for stealing from from you again. Oh wait, I just realized I didn't still remember
So are
previously.
you guys gonna go to Boomstick's workshop then? Is that the game plan?
Might as well give it a look through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
See
there
what's
anyone
there.
who doesn't have a ranged weapon?
Rear
I-
hand
In
going.
rear.
Scamos in rear.
I technically don't at the moment.
And if so, I'm planning to use the PTRD for this, but I do still have that anti-tank Mauser weapon.
I mean,
That has-
I believe the anti-tank weapons would be the better option. It is
Yes.
a
And
fucking
they also
dragon.
they have 1400 foot range. Both of
So you
them.
guys head to Boomstick shop. It is it's still on the south end of town, so it's very close to where you all were at. You just go like a couple blocks inwards, and this is a big warehouse, like the one that you guys like. It makes Porsche look almost
Poor?
tiny. Yeah, like it's tiny.
Yeah, well, this is
So-
Boomsticks. He's been establishing himself for years.
I forget.
Like it's pretty ornate too. Like for a dwarven building like this thing, he has like they spared
Well-
no expense.
No
Are we
shit.
going to find dinosaur skulls in here?
This guy fucking probably provided everything for the military.
Yup.
So I'm assuming there's tanks in here.
I mean, it's a big enough factory. You guys walk in and it is unlocked.
Interesting.
And roll
Considering-
perception check.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
where I was going.
Rear is basically hiding behind Darius's leg at this point.
I think got a 12.
He got a 1.
25.
Darius. There's a familiar person in here.
Boomsticks.
Oh, dude, it's about time you all showed up.
What the hell are you doing here?
Left Alaron while
I
you
thought-
guys were gone.
I thought you were heading down to. Fucking Christ. Wallenstein.
Yes, we got sidetracked.
That's a very big sidetrack.
Yes.
So, is it just Boomsticks in here, or
No, it's just boomsticks, yeah.
And Randall.
What are you doing here?
how did you even get in here?
It's he looks at Coinminer and then looks at all of you. And just looks back at Coinminer.
Don't tell me you're another one like him.
Please.
What do you mean?
Or did you go through his passage?
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't take you into the city.
Brings you close to it, though.
Yes, but that is not the difficult part.
One person on their own in the city probably can get around, especially if they know it quite well.
Right, because you don't have squid faces on the roof like pigeons.
Yeah, and the squid faces are having a bit of an issue with the dragon right now.
I got here before the dragon showed up. Let's just put it that way.
I don't even want to question how you survived. Also, why didn't you tell us you ran into boomsticks? As he looks back at like coin mine.
No, I thought you did. I thought you. Was...
Nobody asked.
No, hold on. I
Well, we thought he was going somewhere else.
Didn't. Wasn't there something we talked about with Boomsticks and Coin Miner? When I asked that.
They used to work together. I mean, that's what you guys talked about. Like Coinminer used to work for him.
And that Boomstick took
Some of his stuff, yeah. Like Coinminer and him aren't like they're not. They're more rivals than people realize. And
Even the,
yeah,
Well, this is a little awkward given that given the reunion here.
I think right now our biggest concern than the rivalry and reunion is the dragon on the front lawn.
Yeah.
I want to get that dragon off of my lawn.
And what was your plan for that one?
I mean, I have all of this stuff and just kind of like turns and just puts his
No.
hands out, and you just see just shit everywhere in this factory.
It's like,
Can I... Is there any like big rifles like the one I have as well?
Oh yeah, there's a few of those. There's a couple constructs in the back.
tanks.
Yup.
Hey, Boomstick, I'm
And
looking
you
for a
do.
new rifle.
It's not anything better than what you have.
You did help fucking
Yeah.
thingy make it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he looks and you guys see there is like a biplane sitting in this factory in the back. He had a rear. You notice it. It's the designs that you had from
Hey.
Porsche.
How did you get that?
You gave it to him, remember?
Oh yeah.
Why is there a fucking scooter?
You've lost a lot of your memory. Okay. So, constructs. I highly doubt you could use all of this ordnance yourself.
Microphone
I
muted.
mean, there's still people in the city. The military is still here.
Where?
They're hiding from the Illithid.
Microphone activated.
Well, the Illithid want the dragon gone and they'll bugger off, apparently.
Cam, did you actually ever mention that?
I would
Oh,
assume
yeah.
he would have given
Yeah.
that information out to the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like
I
that's,
just-
group critical fucking knowledge to inform is that, yeah, I just had a
Mission
conversation with an Illithid.
I just don't remember it happening yet, but if we can say that it did happen, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of times where it's like, we take that knowledge and it's like, well, we would have shared that.
Meta-knowledge.
Yeah, it's meta knowledge that we would have shared. So.
Very important meta knowledge.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah.
Waiting on Boomstick's response here.
Booms just look at you. He's like, yeah, we can have them come out and get here. And we didn't know if the Illithid were going to stay or not.
Well,
So that's good news.
they're staying on the roofs
guess.
like pigeons at the moment, so.
Yes, I mean, that is very awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to have to fight them too, especially if they get near the dragon.
Well, the dragon has a few of them under its sway.
Yes.
I mean, if you're not worried about pockmarks in the lawn, it should be fine.
We could just resod the lawn, it's fine. You know.
Well, this certainly changes things.
I mean, yeah.
We were thinking about taking it on with what we had.
I mean, you could probably do that as well.
I'd prefer not to.
We also had an idea about using a load of little constructs to have them self-destruct on it.
That might still be viable.
But we don't need little constructs. Okay, but before I say that, actually, how many constructs do I see?
There's 2 in here.
Big,
Mm,
small, what?
Load size.
Armed?
Of fucking course. It's boomsticks.
How many
Oh.
members of the military have survived?
A few hundred, maybe 400 or 500.
And with all the ordnance in here, 500 hands, 500 sets of hands.
one big angry dragon in the middle of this.
Is there any of the small constructs like debt here?
Yes, there's a lot of them.
We're just gonna turn to debt on a hunch or maybe I hope, hey, Det, go and try and activate one of the small ones and have it follow your commands.
Oh no.
Do I give Minnie this power?
Oh god, no! You do not give this Mini this power.
A rear.
What? I'm curious.
I don't.
He's a weird little construct. I just want to see.
It's like handing the keys to a of the kingdom to a lemming.
Oh, the
It
fun
all
that-
goes downhill.
You
That's
watch
all
the
it does.
construct. You just watch the construct walk off towards them.
Do.
Yeah, basically.
It's
And
just
you
gonna
see
go
him
downhill. That's all it's gonna do. Just fucking don't.
And you watch they start activating all of them, so he activates one, and then they start activating more, and as each of them gets activated, they start activating the next one, and you just see the
Oh,
small. There's
dear
probably about
God.
30 of them now, all activating in the corner, and you see Boomsticks looking at rear like, "You can't be serious, can you?"
Rear just wide-eyed shrugs. I didn't think it'd work. Well, now we have a army.
We had an army. Now we have bomblets.
Yet, they don't all talk like you, do they?
Yes, they all answer back to you, yes.
In unison
Just
as
in
well.
unison. Yeah.
Oh.
Constructs of the corn.
Right.
No. It just makes me think of every time I hear the fucking self-serves go off at work in unison.
He didn't happen to also activate the big ones, did he?
No. I highly doubt.
I only instructed him to do the small one. I
You
didn't
can if you want, though.
see.
I feel like
The issue here is where even Rear's having is pausing for sensing danger is. Rear would be commanding Det, who would be commanding the army. We've already listened to how well Det receives commands from Rear.
I mean, you've
I
also
think-
just created the dwarven version of Skynet. I hope you understand this.
Good, they're the Suicide Squad then.
I think it'd be a good idea to have Fine Miner and a rear take control of the constructs unless someone else is able to control them.
I reckon we
Rear's-
control one construct at a time.
I know
That's
if Boomstick is can he control them?
Rear's gonna walk up to one of the big ones and see if he can activate it in tandem with Det still activated.
Are you going to activate it?
I'm gonna try, because so far,
Alright, roll for an activation.
actually, before I'm gonna turn to Boomsticks and basically go, I'm not gonna steal this one, like other things. Can I have it?
Can I have it?
Since you asked nicely.
I wouldn't say that I was asking nicely.
Nice.
All
It's
the
a
little
rear. And he
constructs
looks
go,
to you,
"Thank
Darius.
you."
It's a rear. What do you expect?
All right, rolling.
He's having a really hard time getting over to that construct because
Yes,
Darius
he
ain't
is.
Well,
moving.
natural 20.
Fucking Christ.
I like
You
this
watch-
dice.
As you watch it activate, so he activates the big one. All of a sudden, you just see all the debts just storm off through the opening, and they just leave.
I turn off the big one.
Too late. It's already too late.
Oh,
Rear
dear God,
scratches
no.
his head and is like, well, it's not my problem anymore, I guess.
What happened to Det? Is Det gone with them?
That's leading them. Of course he has.
Do I still have
Fuck.
my communication with Det?
Nope.
Easy
God
come,
damn
easy
it,
go.
Rear.
Upon saying those words, all you feel is a very heavy thunk to the back of your head.
All you guys hear, and then you hear it like down the alleyway, like from the factory. You just start hearing them all scream in unison as they start
Dun,
charging.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Houdini!
Hang on. I got this.
Oh God.
Oh god.
All you hear just like going throughout the building.
Ear
Well,
to my
now-
ears.
There goes the element of surprise.
Here's the big question. Do we start hearing that reverberate throughout the entire city?
Yup.
Fuck. Okay, we gotta hurry.
And the
Rear,
army ain't here.
Rear just turns to the group. We may want to just leave for now.
Boomstick, where's that army at? I might be able to grab some, lead them through the city to get to here.
They're not centrally located. They're kind of everywhere. So yeah, and everybody
Congrats.
just kind of turns and looks at Rear like, seriously.
What do you want from me?
He's gonna get another hit across the back of the head.
Congrats, Arir. You have successfully probably killed us all. Turns
I-
out your drunk self is just as fucking horrible and useless as the sober variant. Who would have thought?
What's the sober variant?
Either way,
Don't question what the sober variant is.
so
Oh wait, has
what?
nobody actually like bitch smacked him around about that yet?
No one's told him what had happened. We've
Oh, I don't
decided
think
to keep
you've-
that.
No, Arir's under the impression there is another one of himself called Timet. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Timet.
Oh
Damn
boy.
it. Yeah, he doesn't know that he
Oh.
actually.
Oh no.
Right. Seeing as this has already gone tits up.
And you
But
guys
it's-
hear as you guys are
he's just-
sitting there in the factory, you start hearing just random screams of little other robots or constructs like running by the factory, and Boomstick's like, this is gonna go one of two ways: really bad or extremely bad.
Wait, are more of them running past more than the 30
Yes.
initially?
Yes.
Oh dear
Boomsticks.
God.
Boomsticks.
They went
And
and activated the rest of them in the city. What would you expect?
By
You've literally
Via Rhea,
created-
you've doomed us all.
Yes, you have.
I mean, how many could there be?
How many did you make, Coin Miner?
You don't want to know.
I mean,
Or you just
I
looked?
lost count. He's like, I lost count.
What's a Rhea looking at upon a Coin Miner saying that? Are you looking at Coin Miner?
no, he'd still be looking out the door, watching the construct, like the little ones run by.
Just the odd tidal wave.
Yeah. Contemplating,
After hearing that information, like, huh. And it's going to be the third blow to the back of Aria's head.
ow.
As much as you guys like hitting over here, I think we need to start moving some weapons. Because
Is
So I believe
is
we
that-
came here to initially make sure everyone was armed.
Right. Well, grab whatever arms you can. Boomsticks, is there any way to contact the military forces, some form of communication line or something throughout the city?
I will have to go find them myself, and I will do that.
Shit. We'll try and buy time with the swarm, I guess.
I mean-
I don't think there's going to be much buying time involved.
Is there
Go ahead.
Is there anything in here we can use to really keep that dragon down? As in,
I
make sure it
mean-
doesn't want to fly.
Got a construct. You've got PTRDs, basically.
I'm
There's
talking
the
some.
airplane.
Yeah, I think the dragon
We're
would want to chase that
underground.
for a chew
Yes.
toy, and no one here can pilot anything like that.
I mean, could certainly try.
I did
Guzik
ask
doesn't like
Det.
the airship in the first place, so or is not a big fan of the airship. So he's like,
I mean, there's cannons, there's ammo, and things like that too. Like the construct he has is like what, kind of what Plode was before with the cannon. So
yeah. But that Guzik's gonna just like grab like another PTRD, some ammo for it, and like shove
And,
it in his bag of holding.
also there is something in here that Tazar recognizes, well, or is similar to what his village would use in the back quarter.
Oh, some more 3D maneuver gear, is it?
There is that, and there is something that Mr. Boomsticks is working on, and he actually brings it over. And if you guys want to keep him down, right? Is that the
Yeah.
idea? these might work. And these things are like, it's like a big solid tungsten freaking dart on the end of like it's got like a power assisted on the back, and you've seen season 3, right? Brexit. It's literally the Thunder Spears. They're just bigger.
Microphone muted.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, this will certainly help. Either way, to kind of kill the silence, because it's gonna start grabbing ammo for like a cannon or something. If that's gonna help, if people think that's gonna help, and I think we need to start grabbing weapons and shit instead of just standing here.
If
Given what's
Boomstick's
going
like,
on.
I can just have them come get the weapons as they get here, so you guys don't have to go take them somewhere. You guys might want to go buy time instead of trying to gather weapons.
Fair point.
But I leave that up to you all. By the way, as you guys are like standing there discussing, you see an illithid walk by, and you see like 6 of the constructs like swarm it and just like take it to the ground, just beat the shit out of it, and you're like,
All you hear is it's washed away in the tide.
Just hear incoherent screeching from the things.
This is why we don't let you do things rare, because of things like that happening.
Rear's just looking at it and being like, well, it's working. He points at
Usually,
it.
our fear is it would be us in that situation.
Rear shrugs and he's like, look, it didn't explode this time.
as you hear an explosion in the
A
background.
random explosion.
Alright, that was just a coincidence. That wasn't one of them going off.
You hear like 3 more go off.
Well, it ends the same way every time, I guess.
Yeah. So, what weapons people want? Are we just all grabbing PTRDs? Or
Rear, I assume there's like a small weapon on the entryway to the door.
I mean,
Just like
depends
a
on how
hand-
small. You want a hand
handgun
pistol?
or-
Yeah.
Rear's gonna. I'm assuming I'm near the door.
Yes.
Chain. Okay, I'm gonna take one of them, and then I'm gonna hand it to one of the little constructs that runs by.
Rear,
Does
no.
he take it?
Why are you sowing more chaos into this situation?
I just want
go
to
up
see
to
if they'll
Rear
take
and
it.
I take the weapon from him. No.
How far away were you versus me to the little one that ran by?
You've not particularly gone close to that door. You're on the chain connected to me still.
Yeah, but I already confirmed with Waller that I was close enough
He's
to
close enough, but the construct like kind of looks at it, and then
As the contract goes to reach, I'm just gonna yank the chain back. Just literally watch a ray get thrown back into the room.
it. What? They're all heading to the dragon. What if we've got
They're
anything to give
already
them?
very little suicide bombers. We don't want them armed with anything else and figuring out how to use them.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty
Rear,
sure
shut up.
they're gonna
Rear,
take whatever
shut
they
up.
have.
Rear.
I'm going to
Shut
pin
up.
you. I'm very close to willingly to sacrifice you to that dragon if it didn't mean another calamity happening upon this world.
I mean, there's one happening right now in this city as you guys are watching this
Yes.
wave just go through
I
everywhere.
assure you, this is a bit of a matter of a different scale.
Yes. So I'm assuming Araya is probably like stood himself up as he's like in front of Darius after he yanked him back.
Yeah, he's just dropped the gun, or dropped it when you yanked him.
I'm just gonna clasp both hands around your face. Focus on loading the ammo into the construct and nothing else.
You feel Rear try to like look at the very interesting mini constructs running. What was that, Darius?
Arrgh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Keep
focused.
the construct firing. That's all I care about right now.
Okay, what?
You get distracted by those things, I'm going to put your head in the wall.
You got it, Darius.
I want to roll insight on that last bit.
Go ahead and roll insight.
Am
You
I?
can roll a deception check there, or if you want.
That is a 15.
Well, I rolled 10. Yeah,
So
Rear's
you
kinda like he's half listening, but his attention is now only 50% on the task you have
okay?
given him.
Okay, so he's half paying attention to me.
Basically, yeah.
I'm going to remove one hand from his face and sock him right in the gut.
Ow.
Do I have your undivided attention now, Aria?
Yeah, sure. What do you want me to do again?
Make sure that construct is continuously loaded with ammo and make sure it fires. Because if it isn't firing when it should be, you will not understand the world of pain I will put you in.
As you guys are like, you see a group of the little ones walk in and they activate, like they walk up to the other construct and they touch it and you see them activate it, and then it follows them out and you see the little ones are grabbing ammo and they're running out with one of the other big constructs with it.
Do you have any other plan that you want me to do?
I need you to stay in the back line and not be a gigantic target for the dragon.
I can do that.
Good.
As you guys are arguing or discussing, you watch these little constructs carrying cannonballs and following the other big construct that just walked out.
Oh god.
But while they're doing that, I assume that like they clearly want to kill the dragon, right? That's literally what these things
I
are
mean,
trying to
they're
do right now.
killing anything that's probably not them at this point. You're not sure. You're not 100% sure.
Are any of them still in the workshop currently?
Yes, there's like 4 of them that are still kind of just like walking around.
Let's give this a go. Darius is going to let out a really loud whistle in their direction. See if it gets their attention.
They all look at you. They're just all like turn their heads towards you.
You 4, you want to use those cannonballs? Keep that one loaded.
Did you see them grab like cannonballs and they all like start walking towards the rear?
You've got a loading crew.
Okay.
To
You're
make sure the
one.
construct keeps firing.
Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. 1 loads first, followed by 2, then 3, then 4. Well, after 1 loads, you get a new cannonball. And just repeat down the process.
Just gonna unclip the chain connected to the armor. You know, attach it to the other. You know, like hand the end to a rear. Don't walk out into the open.
Rear just kind of looks at it. Okay. It just pockets the end of the chain.
You guys have literally released the kids version of the Army of the Dead from like freaking Return of the
Lord of
King.
the Rings. Yeah, I know. They're just gonna swarm the dragon.
I love it.
The
It's
funny thing is, I don't think we're really even going to get a turn.
We'll find out.
Well-
It depends on how little damage they do.
and or
Either
who we end up
way.
fighting.
Either way, we should
They-
probably get going with this.
They still got to get
contraption.
through the Illithid. With the Thunder Spears, how many of them were there?
There's about 20 of them.
Jesus Christ. How heavy are these compared to like the normal cannons?
They're not cannons, so
They're,
what they
they're
are.
like wrist, like think about
Yeah.
like a baton, right? Like a nightstick, sort of thing. That's how it sort of rests against your arm if you have the length going down to the elbow. but it basically
Microphone
fires literally a rod on a rope.
It's
On a piece of
literally a
string.
rods from God, is what it is. It's a tungsten
It is
rod.
not literally rods from God.
No, because that's a very big difference there. Well,
A 20-meter long fucking stick in orbit.
need these things to basically.
You could use it to either pin or actually get it and do a lot of damage. Like they're pretty hardcore. So
How heavy are these? Would you say?
they're about
Microphone activated.
each one weighs about 10 pounds probably.
How many could I physically carry?
Well, what do you have right now?
I have my armor, the shield, which I can activate and make it float anyway.
Microphone muted.
I do have the gun. I do have Gunganir slung on my back, and I have my sword to my side.
I would say you could probably carry 4, honestly.
4?
Microphone activated.
Cool. I'm gonna rope 4 of them together to carry out with me. That's a 500 dead patch of no buildings.
Yep.
Though,
It's super fucking risky, but
what's the length of the cable that Tazaran has on that 3D maneuver gear?
what did we say? Do you remember, Cash? I don't know. It's been a while since we've used it.
Because he's gonna have like the most fucking maneuverability in this battle space in it out of everyone.
Let me Google something really quick. I'm trying to remember.
Because if he's got a decent range on that,
Microphone
even
muted.
if it's just enough to get him into the air above the dragon, he could then use thunder spears and just keep returning to resupply.
It says I think it's doesn't say, but I would say probably 200 feet, 250
Sure.
feet maybe. Yeah. For cables.
To the cables, he could
Yeah.
launch himself off the statues into the air, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and then pile drive onto the fucking dragon. Because this is gonna be a fucking stupid fight right now. There's fucking bomblets going off. They've loaded a fucking construct with cannonballs.
Well, either way, Gozik's kind of tired of just standing around.
Standing
so
around.
He's just gonna grab
start walking.
like the same amount you have of Thunder Spears, 4 of them, and just starts walking towards the
What are
lawn.
you, what are you gonna do with those?
I don't know, but if you ever need more, then we got them.
Good call.
That's a good call.
I'm probably gonna sit back, but I don't know.
Well,
All right.
Just
not
in
much
case,
of
I
a
guess.
plan,
But it's planned.
but it's the best we got at this fucking.
At this point, it's probably
Moment.
gonna start seeing all the creatures and start trying to run away if it
Well-
realizes it can't take them.
So you guys like walk out of the factory and you just watch as
Microphone activated.
they're just swarming everywhere. There's just all of these little constructs like
Just a tidal wave hitting the elephant, like.
yeah, and they're not really going after the dragon. It seems like they're taking on the elephant, so they're taking them out of the picture for you.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
The dragon's probably just watching this, like, what the fuck is going on? What are these
Yeah,
things?
yeah. The dragon's just kind of hearing the explosions and
He's confused as shit.
confused, but still staying near his
Horde.
And you guys walk back towards the lawn, and do you guys go out in the open, or do you guys hide?
if we're walking out on the lawn, we're basically exposed anyway.
Well, I mean, that's the
There-
thing is, I guess
yeah.
who's going where?
Well, I'm going to be practically useless hiding behind something.
Gozer's gonna find a building. He's gonna just try to find a vantage point or somewhere he can set up to shoot the dragon.
Okay.
And he's also
Scamos?
gonna ask Scamos if he could possibly get that unseen servant to help him with loading it.
Or is Scamos alive?
You can just like lean your head out the door and check.
I know. Hallsworth, you nerd.
Hmm.
They asked you a question.
Ask it again, because I did not hear shit.
Are you
Is
alive?
it possible that I could get your unseen servant spell to help me with loading my PTRD?
I mean, sure.
You're okay with that? Okay.
Yeah, like,
With that, I'm probably gonna like find a building or window or something that actually I'd probably be better on a rooftop if I can. Just somewhere to set up with advantage
Okay.
and get ready for when the rest start attacking.
All right. So who's going out in the open? Darius, I'm assuming.
Well, what else am I going to do? I'm going to have to draw attention.
Nope.
It's the role I chose, and this is the worst
Scamos?
kind of environment for it to be in.
Are you kidding? This is the best environment. You just run around like a
Scamos
chicken
is
with your
gonna
head
stay
cut off.
invisible for
Microphone
now and just
muted.
kind
Your
of position
best
himself
skill.
to overlook the battlefield.
Okay, so you're not going down there with Darius or being close by to Darius?
Nope.
Microphone activated.
No one else at this party is designed for fucking pure melee. Like straight up melee.
Anyone else?
No,
grab-
Benny, that is no.
What the fuck? Minnie, what are you trying to do?
He's trying to get the mini constructs to drive a tank. And I'm
I
like,
mean-
no.
No.
Yes, but I want to hear Erica playing in the background.
The constructs are not German.
No,
They
they're-
can be. It's just really high
Mein
pitched Germany.
Gott.
Oh my god.
God.
So anybody else going with Darius? I'm assuming Tazar's probably breaking for cover / gonna attack from another angle kind of thing. And Cam, I guess, where are you gonna be?
I assume we're gonna have to close with this dude, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
It's 500. So the whole battle
About
space is
750
500
right
feet.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's about.
It's yeah, it's 750 from outside to center of fucking open terrain.
Mm-hmm. So Darius, do you walk out? How does this happen? You just walk out like a boss, or?
I mean, what else am I gonna do?
Cam, you staying? Or are you gonna go with them, or are you gonna stay hidden for now?
Before he steps out, I'm gonna just pause him for one moment. And go, perhaps we should talk to the dragon first, if only to find out where the file we need is.
So you gonna walk up the field with me?
Suspect I might have to.
Well, at least I can body block for you if it goes wrong.
As you guys start walking towards this is like it started the scene focuses in on Cam, and Darius as they walk towards the dragon, and you just see the wave of chaos and mayhem going throughout the rest of the city.
It's like it's like that badass slow-mo walk, but everything else is going on in like real time around it. It's just like us just turning our heads like, Jesus Christ.
Little mini debts just flying into the air. Ah.
It's like
An
you
odd
get halfway.
explosion.
It's like you get halfway there and Gauss just like walks up to you. He's like, "Guys, the dragon's already dead. What are you guys doing?"
Yeah, like that's
And you guys walk up, and it's that western kind of walking down the main street before the gun duel, and it flips back to Theverin's like over your guys' shoulder, and he's walking towards you now, and the confrontation is about to happen here, and you guys meet in the middle, and he's like, "All I see you came."
Microphone muted.
I assume the rest of this is your handiwork, as he's like kind of
I'm not entirely
motions.
sure what's going on there, to be honest.
These things are crazy. What the hell are they?
I bet, and Koi Miner's actually walking with you, and he's
Microphone
like,
activated.
"That would be my handiwork."
You still haven't explained why. But that's for a bit of a. Let's save that till after, I guess. We have a deal to conclude, if I recall.
Yes, where's the books? Everyone just looks at both of you.
My associate has them. Do you have your end?
Books first.
You want us to give you the books before we even see that you have what you claim to?
Not here, but I can give you the location.
Then where is it, if it's not here?
Books first, then I tell you.
Tell you what, tell us where the vial is and we'll tell you where the books are.
You haven't really spoken with many dragons, have you?
I've had a few.
You. You understand that your stall. Why do you stall?
I'm not stalling. In fact, I want this concluded rather as quickly as
Well,
possible.
give me the books.
But I
will
don't
tell you the location.
entirely believe yet that you truly have what you claim to.
What? The vial
Also,
of Victor's
insight.
blood?
Also, insight check on whether or not he's being truthful.
Okay. The insight check a dragon. Alright.
Fuck.
You know what's the worst that could happen?
What'd you get?
10.
Yeah, you can't tell. You're not sure.
I have all this charisma, and I just rolled shit.
Insight check is wisdom.
I have all this wisdom.
I don't.
I don't. I just love that.
I have all this. I really
So
don't.
so the dragon just is like he's chuckles a little bit. It's just like oh, so naive.
Tell you what, half and half.
Okay. Half and half.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Nothing. Just nothing.
Half of what do you want to give? What? Half the books?
We'll start there, and that you give us the location, we'll give you the other half. Sounds equitable, does it not?
That it does.
Darius, if you would be so kind as to produce them.
Darius? Does Darius have the books?
I thought you took them off me.
Did I? believe you at least have the bookcase still.
The bookcase shrunk and then you took it off me.
Yeah,
Hmm,
you should have
maybe I
them,
did.
Cam. Yeah.
In that case, my companion does not have them.
I have them.
I see how you lose these so often.
So I'm gonna pull out the bookcase and the books that are with the books that are remaining on it, and set it and set it there, or set it before me. And where is the vial?
And he looks at Darius. And looks back at you and looks at Darius. He knows. It's in his possession.
Then you don't have it.
It's in the bloody. I hate you all. So fucking much.
Perhaps you could
That's
be
why
a
it
little
was
bit more explicit here and enlighten me.
I fucking figured it out, and that's fucking you're an ass. I was wondering why that thing was staying attuned, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that's probably how he was able to track my ass.
His gun. He's like he has a weapon in his possession that carries it.
Carries it.
Hmm?
Most weapons do not exactly have the space to attach something like that.
The blunder spear does.
And you never thought to question why a vial of blood was in it.
He
It's
didn't
not
know.
visible.
And
It's
he
not
didn't
visible.
know.
It's the only weapon in my possession that could possibly carry it because it is designed with a firing mechanism, so it would have a hollow enough inside to put something else in there. You're a cunt. You really are.
Dude, long game, man. This has been a long game.
One year ago, I set this trap.
God, if we really hadn't found that monk, we would have been
Yup.
fucked.
Yup. Yup. So,
Right, so as it appears you cannot truly fulfill your end of the bargain, Cam's going to pick up the bookcase.
what do you mean? I told you the location of
The deal was not for the
vial.
location, it was for the vial. You don't have one.
Well, I can show you how to get access to one if you
That was
present
not the deal.
spear.
Dragon's now panicking, like, hey, whoa, 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 whoa.
The deal
Yeah.
was for the vial, not its location,
Well,
nor for access.
Darius, is it correct? Would you present your spear?
Okay.
We can find a dwarven tinkerer. It won't be that difficult to take apart. One put it together, did he not?
Along with an elf.
Yes, I suspect the elf is more for the magical side of things rather than the mechanical one.
And a dwarf cannot handle the mechanical. In this case. And you see, you pull the spear out, Darius.
Yes, I guess
Why
I
would
do.
a dwarf not be able to handle the mechanical side of things?
Reasons, and you see that
I
the
rather suspect their fingers are
Severin
capable of a
reaches
bit
out
finer
and
detail than yours.
places his claw, like index fingers, like points down, touches the top of it, and you guys watch as the entire spear like just lights up, and like it's like Darius, you're holding onto it, it's getting a little bit warm, and you're like, oh,
Oh, it's heating
yeah,
up.
yeah,
Still not as bad as roasting in my mail.
and as he's sitting there holding it, you guys watch as there's a bit of movement, and you see the it's a magical mechanism, but it pops open, and you see it extend more, and you do see the vial of blood in there.
Well, I can only hope that that is not damaged. Blood and heat don't exactly go well together.
It's fine.
Just gonna move the spear closer to Cam and indicate for him to take it out.
Cam's gonna grab or pull the vial out and examine it.
Yep. It's intact.
Any markings or anything on it, or just plain?
This is playing. I mean, yeah, it's blood. Blood in a vial.
Right. So we have Randall's essence. What about why am I blanking on the dude's fucking name? Pope dude.
Victor?
Victor.
That's Victor's blood.
That's Victor's blood. And he's like, that's the blood.
Do you have a way that we can confirm that?
I mean, I do not. Called a little bit of faith and trust. And I'm right.
I'm assuming once the vial is removed, like the whole thing slaps back together like it should.
Yes. And it goes back to normal.
Cool. I'm going to reinsert that into the bag of holding.
It is now no longer attuned if you don't want it to be.
I was wondering why it's staying attuned. You are a bastard.
And Cam's gonna hold it up to the light and just kind of fiddle with it for a minute. Mostly as I'm mentally debating whether or not just to pull out the my pistol and shoot the dragon.
Okay.
Please just do not outright initiate like that, for the love of God. If we're going to initiate, at least let me initiate.
So you see Severin's like he looks at the books and looks back at you, Cam, and he's like, where's the rest of them?
Oh, Darius, you prepared to give him the rest of them?
Full well knowing I don't have the books, I can easily guess what he's implying. Yeah. I guess. And I'm
After we do, would you prefer if I give you a lift out, or would you rather walk out on your own feet?
depending on what happens. As Darius will, holding Gunganir, flip it, like throw it from his hand, catch it so he's now got it, in like a throwing stance, and
You're gonna-
yeet the spear over the dragon, activating Gunganir's loyalty.
Oh God, I forgot about that. And would you like to remind the rest of the group what that does?
E.g., because this is going to be the start of combat, and this is literally the action that's going to initiate it. I am basically throwing the spear to attempt to scare the shit out of this dragon. Make it basically, the lair action that makes you afraid of the creature. I'm basically pulling that out of my ass with this weapon.
That's what loyalty does, right?
Yep, Gunganir's loyalty.
Yeah.
I've got it popped up on my other
Causes
monitor.
fear in the target.
So it's literally going to have landed directly behind the dragon, because I highly doubt the dragon's longer than fucking. How long would this dragon be?
At its age, probably 120
Yeah.
foot.
Yeah, I don't need to throw Gunganir at full length.
By the way, I should mention this, GM. I'm just sitting there, like sitting in the back, waiting to shoot this thing as a heads up.
You have
Good.
them sighted in and everything, like ready to go, like freaking
They've been
Price
chatting for a minute.
style and like freaking Propriat and COD 4 kind of thing.
Watch
Yeah.
the flags.
By the
I'll tell
way,
you where
let
the
me
wind
ask you.
changed.
Let me ask you this, Tazar. If you want everybody that is either in hiding, that's in range, Tazar, if you want a surprise attack for a surprise round, you can. I will allow Darius to have one, and I will allow Gauze to have one, since you guys have been all probably preps by this point.
This is literally me using this as a surprise attack.
So yeah, Tazar, do you want to take that or not, sir? And what would you be doing or wanting to do with it?
Also, as a reminder, everyone has a few doses of the purple worm poison.
The rear included?
No.
No.
Just checking.
We're not trusting you with any
Well,
form
let
of
me
liquid.
ask you, Rear, are you setting up the construct in like a first-story building, like an AT gun in Stalingrad? Is that what's
It's-
happening right now?
Yeah, the construct's basically acting as artillery. I've already coordinated with mini constructs 1, 2, 3, and 4 to inform the other ones that ran by to set up as spotters. And they'll communicate with each other back through their network and basically
So,
guide the artillery construct on through that.
oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
So I'll allow a surprise round from that too. So,
Did any of the little constructs stay with me in addition to 1s, 2, 3, and 4?
no.
Damn.
I think they
That's-
got.
That's it from
You-
me
you-
then. Not
y-
even
you're
one?
not. You're not even. You're not particularly an intimidating presence.
No, but I figured I could offer them more interesting stuff for them to use.
You're not particularly an enticing one either.
I'm not, but the stuff they can use is. There's a biplane back there, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you get 5,
No. We're not trusting them with a fucking plane.
All right. So who wants to do their surprise first? So Darius is going to throw the spear. That's going to activate. Anybody else? Tazar, do you want to go? Is Tazar Cash? Are you here?
that sounds like no.
No. Neat. Okay. Do you have to roll anything for that to go off?
I
Oh.
don't.
It's a DC.
What's the DC on it?
It's a DC 18.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Wisdom.
Oh yeah,
So.
no, he fails that. So is he afraid now?
Oh, he is frightened of
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Yup.
For an entire minute.
Yup.
Of you or the spear?
Of me. As the spear's wielder, I basically scared the shit out of him with that.
We cannot get closer, and attacking you has disadvantage? If I
Yep.
remember right from fear?
Yep.
Yep. So you guys watch as Darius just like as they conclude, everybody just watches this. He chucks it, and you literally watch as the spear like grinds right across the jaw of the dragon, like right under his eye, and it just keeps going. And you just see the shock and the surprise of like, you dare, and like he's like, oh, he actually means business. Oh god, you just start like it's going through all those emotions as you guys
It's
are
like
watching.
that moment where Smog is initially hit by the wave of fucking
Yeah.
liquid gold.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
panic.
So go ahead, Gothic. What are you trying to do?
So I'm gonna burn an essence point to be able to do
Okay.
that whole thing where I can shoot a bullet and cast a bullet
Okay.
at the same time.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray on the
Yes.
guy as well.
Okay. So roll your attack, and then
That kind of was a weird roll. Let me try again. Let's see. So 14 on the die.
Plus your dex.
Yeah, which is
And proficiency.
Yes, if you are proficient with the weapon, which I
Yeah.
assume you are.
And whatever plus the weapon is.
I put it down. It's plus 10, so 24 to hit.
that'll hit.
Okay. Oh. Okay. And this is with the PTRD, so I gotta now
Yep.
find out all the damage of this thing. Because I don't believe I've ever actually shot this. I mean, I have once before. Okay, so it's 5d6 plus 8.
And then add another d6.
What the fuck?
Well, I'll say sneak attack and surprise. I'm gonna give this to you because
I don't think
you're
he's
kind of shooting from a building that doesn't say. So I'm gonna give it to him just for this round.
23 damage plus 8 is 31 damage.
Is
Okay.
this a bullet that you coated in the purple
I
and poison?
can I? Because if I could have, I would have.
If it's preparation time, you would have taken. I guess you would have.
Could have, yeah. Roll me
Yeah.
a d6 and let me know what you get.
Okay,
I know all of the bullets in Cam's pistol have that.
Hmm
I got a 1.
So you did not on this one.
Must have the.
There's the one you forgot to unload from the rifle.
Yes, yes.
Fuck.
It's like after the shot, it's like, oh, I just forgot. So that's 31 damage with the bullet, and Scorching Ray is. Just add it up.
Is there a?
Is pretty much 66. Since I'm pretty much shooting him with every ray.
And is there a DC on Scorching Ray, or is it just?
No, it's
It's
an
an
attack roll.
Yeah, it's attack roll.
It
That
should be
is-
3 more attack rolls.
How?
Should be 3 more attack rolls though, shouldn't it?
Yeah,
Three
No,
and one for each ray.
sorry. That's including the 3. It's 2d6 per ray.
No, attack rolls.
You gotta make a different attack roll
D20s.
for each race. Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
Because you can still miss. So
That's another one. And that's a 19. Plus.
Okay.
If it's firing through this focus, plus 8 probably hits.
yeah. So you'll roll one set of damage.
Three.
So 34 damage. That's not bad though.
Actually, so you said 34 plus. What'd you say get extra for a sneak around?
You get
Sneak attack?
d6.
Which I believe you already included for.
No, I don't
Got-
think I.
No, the only D6 you rolled was check the coating.
Yeah, so 34 plus 5, because I rolled.
39.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
rolled.
I rolled
damage
5.
in d6s.
I rolled 5 d6s for my weapon.
Okay.
So, and I forgot to add this extra d6 by accident.
Okay.
So 31, 34, and then 39. So 39 damage.
39. Okay. Okay. Anybody else want to go for a surprise attack here? Is cashback?
Is the artillery getting it?
Yeah, you will too. So go ahead and roll. It'll be off basic load stats if you still have them.
Okay.
And while he rolls that, I'll be back because I gotta use the bathroom.
Yep.
Let's see.
Why are the dice bags not working? Anyway, when you wanna at me for a second?
I'm not at my computer, but I will. I think we'll have to reload it because I think I was having issues with them earlier too.
I rolled a
Yes.
12. I don't.
Is that to hit?
Yeah, I don't think there was anything added to it.
No. So yeah, you're gonna miss. You guys hear the thunder, just the thunder of a cannon.
Off in the distance somewhere.
Mhm. And then you hear the whizzing of the ball go over your head, Darius. Like it is probably within like 3 feet of you.
I think it would be Dex, but I don't think that's gonna be enough to matter.
Yeah.
Plus
But it's Plode
potentially
stats.
proficiency.
It's
Mhm.
Plode stats, so
Yeah.
I highly doubt Plode had fucking Dex.
Decent dex. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 0 for Dex Unflowed. Now, do I get any bonus for the networked mini ones that are acting as spotters?
Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
Not for the first shot, anyway.
True.
But the spotter can't really adjust your fire if you haven't fired.
That is true. Okay, so he fired, missed. I'm assuming I only have the one cannon.
Yep.
You can only make one attack anyway.
I'm back.
All right. Tazar? Is the Canadian alive?
I'm just gonna walk out into the field with a stick and poke Tazar and go, "Hey, you there, buddy?" No.
It's your turn,
Gamos,
man.
is there anything you want to do, sir?
Prepare to meme.
Oh no. Prepare to meme. What are you
Yes.
preparing to meme?
You will see when the entertainment starts.
Prepare
Okay.
to meme. Does it include something that was posted in the Roll20 chat?
I mean,
Because
look.
you weren't quite subtle about that.
All right.
There are
Everybody.
ideas on the board if it is needed. Let's put it that way.
Let's roll initiative, kids.
I got it.
Advantage.
10.
11.
No, 11.
What's my mod to initiative?
Dexterity.
16.
Oh my god. Okay.
20 non-natural.
Damn.
23.
20 non-natural.
All right. So, who has the higher dex between Mini and Scamos?
I have a
Really
dex
have to
of
ask that?
30. I have a dex of 16, so
He wins.
It's Scamos.
Scamos, you're first. Mini, you'll be second.
oh god,
Uh
first.
huh.
Darius rolled 23, didn't he?
Did you roll 23? So it'll be Darius, Scamos, Mini, the rear. And what did you get, Gauze?
16.
Cam?
11.
Kazar, are you here? Did you roll?
Is he speakers muted or just?
He's mic muted, but
Yeah.
Okay. So whatever he gets, whatever. So it'll be Darius, Scamos, but Gozik, Canthe, or wherever Tanzar falls, and then our friendly neighborhood dragon will go last because he literally rolled a 3. Because he has a disadvantage right now because my god, he is frightened. So
What is he?
Does that involve?
I'm adding
Initiative?
it for this certain specific
he's under
thing.
a
Okay.
fear effect. You would
Well,
before
fear
combat
normally doesn't.
even started, right? I'd say that would cause a disadvantage on your fucking initiative roll.
DM decision on
Yeah.
that.
As a DM, I would have
Well.
rolled that. Well, what's wrong, Doolittle? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Are
Nothing
you
at
wondering
all.
why he's feared?
No. I'm making a decision on who I'm about to shout something at and make them just go along with this here.
Darius, you're up first.
Cool. I've just yeeted my weapon away.
Can't you call it back?
Problematic.
I can call it back, thank fuck.
Oh, by the way, GM, I forgot about the unseen servant. I assume he helps me load for the next round?
Yep.
Okay.
So I
I'll
need
take
to
my bonus
roll
action with
a
that.
d20. and it's a bonus action to recall it.
Darius, what level are you?
I am level 8.
Okay, thank you.
By the way, don't forget to put 2 points into Wizard for your next 2 levels.
So on an even number, the spear returns. On an odd number, it does not. Let's have a roll. I'm happy with the 16. So.
Oh my god, this is a what?
What?
How big is the space we're in at the moment?
1,500
1,500
feet across.
diameter.
Height-wise, how tall is it?
Fucking
tall.
taller.
Thousand. It's a mountain. I mean, you're in a hollow mountain.
Brexit, how do you feel about becoming a frost giant?
Oh.
Are you going to turn me into a frost giant on your turn?
Have you seen a frost giant?
Look. I mean, what about a Hydra? Do you want to be a Hydra?
What the fuck?
He's going to polymorph my ass. That's what he's going to do.
Okay, hang on. Brexit, you also have 2 choices. Do you want to be a young bronze dragon or a young green dragon?
We're fighting an ancient purple.
I mean, look, I'm just giving you options.
Either stab it with a stick or you bite it with your mouth.
Yeah,
And
look,
tail.
all I'm saying is that when we get to that point in the fight, somebody's getting polymorphed.
I mean, it's probably good to polymorph the fucking tank into something to give it extra health.
That is something you usually want to save for the not tank.
I mean, if we have someone
Like,
volunteering,
unless the tank is super low and no one else is, yeah, but if someone else goes low, you usually want to save it for them.
Yeah, because it's basically a lifesaver because it gives them a whole new health bar.
So what are you doing, Darius? Are you attacking or are you holding?
Of course I'm going to fucking attack. What the fuck are you on about?
All right. Roll
And
it,
get
sir.
on with it.
Get on with it.
Slap
Get
this
on
bitch.
with it!
Start the game already.
And rolling first attack. 21 to hit.
Roll me a d6.
Ooh, already figured out it's
That's 60.
yeah, exactly. I'll take a 6.
Yep, that'll hit.
Fantabby-dozy. Right. So Gunganir is a legendary spear. Right.
Legendary.
Better than Armandary.
So I'm assuming it's just using base
Timmy.
spear damage while with its mod, or
Yep.
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 So that plus 3, so that's 7, and then if I remember bloody correctly, I do actually have extra damage to go on top. Because my class, where the fuck did that go? No, where the fuck is it gone? I've lost it.
all right. Who wants to be turned into a Hydra?
Okay, so that's 11 damage
All right.
for the first attack. And I can't bonus action, so I will strike it again with my extra attack.
Okay, make it happen. Roll it again.
24 to hit.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Given I'm in the back, I'm probably gonna stick with my PTRD and your unseen servant.
That's better. So on the die with the weapon damage mod, that's 9, and then 4 extra radiant damage on top. 13.
Okay.
And that will be Darius's turn.
Right on. All right. Gamos. You're up.
Who wants to be polymorphed?
You may want to hang on to that.
Seriously, for the time being, the dragon is absolutely piss scared of me. So
I think we're fine for the moment on polymorph.
yeah.
Well, let me know when we want it, because I can make anyone in this party a Hydra, and that's what we're going with, because it's got the most hit points.
What's its AC?
AC on the Hydra is 15, which is for what I'm able to. The only things that would be better than that would be, a demon or fucking the dragons.
The dragons might work out better.
Just for the tankiness.
Yeah, but as you hit Hydra, it keeps getting more heads, and it gets more attacks when it gets more heads, and it gets health back as it gets more heads.
Fair play.
Only if you don't take fire damage, and guess what?
Well, actually, no. What's the breath weapon of a purple dragon?
Oh, yeah, that's the point.
So,
I don't know offhand what its breath weapon is.
Psychic.
Psychic, baby.
So yeah, it
The
can hit
Hydra
the
works
all
really
at
well.
once. The Hydra works pretty well against it.
Jesus.
We just keep getting more heads. You keep getting more, attacks, and
All right. What are you doing, Scamos? Are you gonna hold your turn then, or?
Gonna shoot the dude. What?
Yeah. Actually, he doesn't have a breath weapon. This
Oh.
one
Excuse me,
doesn't.
what?
This build I'm using, yeah.
Oh.
This purple variant does not. So
That is strange.
I am not really well set to deal with this battle. Not gonna lie, kids.
Out of all the arsenal, you could have grabbed anything from.
Did you even grab like the level action rifle I have, which is or like a similar version of it?
Like there was an entire arsenal, and you decided.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be the best with.
guns.
Yeah,
But gives
so
you
it's
something to
realis-
do.
It's realistically not worth it.
Might be surprised.
You said you had a fucking 16 in dex.
Yeah, that is perfectly fine with a ranged weapon.
Here's a
Even
+3 with a ranged weapon. I also am not gonna have the proficiency to use.
You don't have
firearms.
proficiency in simple weapons?
Are
You
firearms
simpleton.
counted as simple
Yes.
weapons? Oh, they are. Shit. Okay.
You want to
Do
say
we-
that you grabbed one then, because you didn't know
I
that.
thought they were actually like a proficiency you had
No.
to.
So which one
No, in this
would
setting.
you have grabbed?
in this setting, guns would be the more common
Pretty
used weapon
common,
than
yeah.
rather than like bows or a crossbow.
Yeah.
Those would
Mhm.
require more training.
I'll say half the reason I switched over to guns because they're easier to train.
Yep. Would you grabbed another anti-tank rifle?
Well, even a musket would help.
Musket? No.
I mean, was there like the level action rifle I had in there?
Yeah.
Because that's a really good weapon too.
Who's
Lever
up next
action.
behind me?
Me.
Hmm.
Or no. Is
It'd
it
be
Gauze?
Gauze. It's Gauze than you.
I didn't get 20. I got 16.
Then who
Yeah.
is...
What did you get, Canther? You got
I got 11.
12. 11. So yeah, it was Gauze then Canther.
Someone...
No.
Two
it was a
different
rear.
people got... Yeah,
a
a
rear.
rear... A rear also
Yeah.
had 20.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was.
So rear then Gauze then Canther. Okay.
No.
And a rear missed. Well, no, because he hasn't gone yet. So,
Yeah, surprise.
but go ahead.
I will go ahead and cast Shatter on the space behind the dragon so that its AoE will,
Hit its
Okay.
ass.
yeah, basically.
The bard's trying to clap the dragon cheeks.
Thank you, Rexit, for catching my pun. I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for catching that.
So what do you do with shatter?
It is 3d8 damage on a failed. It is 3d8 damage
What's
on
the
a failed
DC?
con save, or half as much on a successful one.
What's the DC?
1 isn't listed in the spell, so
It's what's your spell casting?
mine
On
is
a-
15. So
That would be 15.
It's a con save.
Yeah.
Or con save, yeah. You have to roll for it to attack, or is it a cantrip?
Nope.
I don't remember.
no,
Okay.
it's just it's an AO. It's like fireball. It's one of the
There's-
AOE ones.
yeah.
That you're getting hit.
Oh,
Spells
that's a
are
natural one.
Well, works for me.
with like maybe 2 or 3 exceptions in the entirety of the system. Spells are either attack roll or DC.
Yeah.
I have one of those exceptions. Magic missile.
Yeah, Magic Missile's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will take that. God damn.
Did you roll
Um,
3 8s?
I rolled 2 8s and a 6.
That's not bad.
Damn.
So okay, that works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the
That'll
way,
be
can I get
22.
opt?
That'll be 22 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
And as I cast that, and the spell goes off, I'm gonna shout out, "Boom! We gonna clap those cheeks!" And use that to put an inspiration on Gaz.
Oh.
Bloody bards.
All right.
You just like the camera pans back to me. Wait, am I next? No, it's over here.
Sure.
I rolled a 4.
Myths. You're another cannon shot, and it whizzes by your head again, Darius.
Can you not hit the broadside of a fucking barn?
I'm gonna talk
Hope he doesn't roll a
to
1.
I'm gonna talk to det number 3 and ask him if they're trying to spot me onto Darius.
You're not sure. You think you kind of get a very weird response, like possibly.
What's your
Uh,
target?
Him just
The-
points at the
the-
group.
Yeah, just there.
Right.
They're like holding like a little like they found like a toy set of binoculars and they're holding it just like
There's no actual
Back-
glass in it, but
Holding it backwards.
looking at the wrong way, looking at down the small end, not the big end. So,
we want to look on this into the small end.
no, never mind. Anyway, yeah, whatever. All right, Canthier, sir, you're up.
Right. Can you help me for a sec? I need to get more dice. I don't feel like rolling all these.
What are you trying to roll?
D6s. I need
Oh
12 of them,
God, why?
potentially.
Why? Just
Because
roll
purple
six
worm
and
poison
six.
is 12d6.
Just roll it. Just roll it and roll it. It's fine.
Clicky clacky math rocks.
Just do it.
Just roll these twice.
I
You
don't
got to
think it's actually
shoot and
gonna
hit
matter.
him first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you missed it, didn't you?
Let me figure out what my ranged weapon modifier is since it's not a spell attack. It's been a while since I used that.
It's just your dex mod
Dex and proficiency.
if you're proficient. Yeah,
I have some weird things too.
that's right. I forgot.
Fucking weirdo.
There's always one in every group.
Mhm.
We have a few too many.
That is agreed upon.
That's dex plus proficiency plus 3.
Damn, it just feels like this. Eyes
Eight,
looking at him when
11,
that's
so
mentioned, and he doesn't know why.
only 19.
That will miss.
That one
Mhm.
bounced.
Ricochet, ricochet, ricochet.
So
that
Cam,
one bounced.
You want to move?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Okay.
Not like super far because I need to stay in range of a pistol,
okay.
but enough so that Darius is closer.
Okay.
I'm going to hide behind the intimidating meat shield that's happening right now.
He can't get closer to you. He can get closer to me.
Yep.
So if you hide behind me, he can't get closer to you.
All right.
Glinty.
Gothic. Or Glint.
What?
Glint,
Oh,
if you want Glint
yeah.
to go. Or you do not want Glint in this at all. It's up to you.
Wait, did Goz have a turn?
No,
Yes.
Glint's got to go first. And then Gauze.
pick
Or that, yeah.
Yeah.
No, because we fucked up the order then. Because it's Araya, Goz. Damn.
Oh, yeah, I flipped it. My bad.
Oops. Not gonna matter
Oops.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is.
We'll restabilize it next round. It's fine.
Yep.
Dex save for. Well, 2 dex saves really for 2 and 3 damage. Fire.
23. And a 19.
Both those pass.
Yeah.
So half damage on
Yeah.
each of those.
Yeah. So what's the damage?
2 and 3.
2 and 3, so
I guess 1 and 1.
1 and 1. Shoots him Glint shoots him in the eye. It's just like
Flying rat! How dare you? I'm going.
going all
fucking.
smog.
Yeah, I am. I'm going all Benedict Cumberbatch. I
Revenge.
was actually like moving my fucking neck as well.
Oh
Oh,
my
I'm
god.
gonna need. I'm gonna need Gollum juice.
Golem juice. All right, Gothic, you're up, sir.
So my plan is I'm gonna shoot him.
Well, yeah, shoot him.
Luminescent point.
Okay.
And cast Chromatic Orb at second level. Sorry, third
Ooh.
level. Third level. So it
Ooh.
does 4d8 if I hit.
Okay. Roll your attack.
And plus the poison, so this will be fun. So bolt damage.
Mm-hmm.
8.
Roll your attack
18.
first. 18 to hit. Is there any modifiers? Or is that total?
That's total.
That will miss.
And then Chromatic Orb.
Oh, does it
Spell goes
fire?
off. The spell goes off separately.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
That's why you
would
had
be
to roll
able
for the
yeah,
scorching
so
rays.
roll.
That is a lot better. That is 17 plus 8, which 25.
25. Yeah, those will hit. Chromatic will hit.
So 4d8. How much d8s? Yep.
Yep.
Gotta make sure I don't grab the wrong dice because 8s and 10s are really close. Oh, I should mention it's thunder damage.
Mm-hmm.
13 thunder damage.
Okay.
And I can't really do much else except just load in between rounds.
So you're reloading.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's my round.
All right. And Coin Miner is going to transform
Oh.
because it's dragon time.
I suppose we should put him in the thing then.
Put him in the So Coin Miner's there, and then so he's going to be spending his turn transforming because that's going to take a minute, or not a minute, but it's going to take a turn. And the
Minder.
next thing is it's the bad guy's turn.
I
Severin's
saw
turn.
that.
Yeah.
What was I guess don't really have to say it, but
So for its first action,
For my first trick.
he's going to use Dragon Shouts. So a 90-foot cone in front of him. Are you within 90 feet of Darius? I'm assuming.
my pistol's range is 30 feet.
So yes, you would be. So this is going to be back towards Darius and towards Cam. And So you just hear his loud draconic shouts in a 90-foot cone. You guys need to make, each of you need to make a DC 21 Constitution save.
21. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll take a 23.
So Darius. Okay.
7.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
It's
Oh, wait,
21.
that's
what
the
do you
wrong
expect?
fucking page. Still gonna be 7, but
Well, it's gonna
You're looking at
be.
Glint's?
yeah.
They're the exact same.
Shouldn't be, but
37 for you, Cam, and you're knocked prone. 37 damage.
Mhm.
And half of 37 would be
15, 18,
18.
18.
18 damage for you, Darius. Got lucky. That was 15d8, by the way.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, he rolled really shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Slightly outclassed.
15d8.
I think Gamma should probably use that polymorph on Cam.
And then he's going to make an attack at you, Darius.
Okay, with disadvantage.
So he gets 3 attacks because he gets multi-attack. So
Okay.
Disadvantage, he's going to go for the bites. And that is a 17 to hit, which I'm assuming he's going to miss.
I have a 22 AC. I have a higher AC than he does.
Yeah.
Also kind of big.
I have the same
That's
AC
a
as
20,
him.
20, it's 20, 23 to hit.
Hmm. Okay.
With disadvantage?
Yeah, with
disadvantage?
disadvantage.
Wow.
Yeah, he rolled pretty high. So,
Well, both apparently.
so and we'll take 9 damage on top of that.
So he attacked me, and I take
Yep.
9 damage.
Yep. Plus whatever you took from the shout too.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that should be. Yeah, that'll be it for him. And then he's go
Retaliation.
out.
Sorry, reaction.
Are you gonna do a reaction? Okay.
I'm gonna slap him back for that.
Okay.
I don't think I
You're
could have done it for the dragon
barbarian.
shout, but a direct attack against me. That's
Uh-huh.
yeah. That is a reaction.
Okay.
So I think he decided to bring himself in close. I'm gonna go for the eye.
Okay.
26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Hey, Cantor, how many vials did we get?
A fair number.
Right.
And each one can do 3 ranged ammunition.
5 baseline damage and 4 radiant, so 9 damage in total.
Okay.
Give as good as I get, at the very
Mhm.
least.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my reaction over.
Okay. And
My turn.
well, no, he's not done moving yet.
Oh, he's gonna move too. What a
He's gonna
bitch.
move away from you and actually going to take off. Because he can still fly, he's just not as good as other dragons are. But yeah, he's gonna leap up and he's gonna start trying to head towards some of the buildings off to the south. He's gonna start heading away from you, Darius.
And we came from the south, so
He's heading off to the north towards the other buildings. But you're still he's still He doesn't go completely out of your range. He only moves about 20 feet
Okay.
up and then back up a bit. He's not doing too hot because you guys have just dumped a bunch of damage into him. So
And he's scared shitless.
yeah, so
So what? You moved what? 20 feet away, 20 feet up.
yep, 20 feet away and 20 feet up. 20 feet up.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Okay.
My turn, yeah?
Yeah, it's your turn.
So I have a long range throw of 300 feet.
Oh God.
Let's see if I can get the wing.
Let's hang on. Is Tazar back?
The Tuzar?
Cash?
He fall asleep.
Or he took his headset off. I don't know. Anyway.
Very difficult to RP.
Oh well. Anywho. Go ahead, Darius.
Of a yeet.
Okay.
$27 to hit.
Will hit.
So it's still same spear damage,
Mm-hmm.
but it still gains the bonuses because it was
Mm-hmm.
thrown, so it had the
Mhm.
might behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh fuck! I've not been adding the fours.
What? Hang on.
Uh,
Alex Trebek passed away.
Mm-hmm.
That
Is that
sucks.
what?
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Darius.
I'm thinking why my damage is low. I figured it out.
Ah.
I was forgetting to add my strength mod to it.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. Thrown weapons still get the strength mod applied, right?
Yes.
So I will be applying the strength mod from now on.
Okay.
So 4 on the die, strength mod, 8 plus 3 for the spear, 11. That's going to be 15 damage in total with the 4 radiant.
Okay.
Cool. I am then going to recall the spear again.
Bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here returns.
18. Thank fuck.
Mhm.
I have to roll for it.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I have to roll an even or an odd. If I roll an odd, it doesn't return.
Okay.
Right. Throwing it again.
Yeet.
28 to hit. That's another 18. What
Hit.
the fuck? Five on the die, so in total 16 damage.
Okay. And that is your turn.
Mm-hmm. The spear's still in him.
Do you move closer to him or do you stay where you're at?
Might as well move closer to him.
Okay. So you're gonna chase him. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys watch as Darius starts like
he's got my
walking
spear
towards...
lodged in him, man.
Yeah, he's got a spear. You just see Darius just like walk up calmly towards Severn as he's like in the air and he's
just casually yeeting the spear as I go.
and he's retching in response to the spear going into his neck. At this point, it's where it hit. It missed the eye, but it went right into a really
I was
soft
aiming
part
for
of
the
the
wing
neck.
when he was flying.
Oh, wing. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, good call. So let's do something about that.
I mean, why wouldn't I aim for the wing if he's flying?
And he fails. And you guys watch as he's the second spear throw, and everyone comes crashing down to the ground.
Big flop flop will fall down.
Yep.
The panic, like, I need to get away from the shit.
Yup. All right, Scamos.
Purple dragon, not immune to fire, right?
Nope.
You would. I'm gonna say you guys wouldn't know.
I hit him with fire earlier. Admittedly, only like 2 damage, but
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Well, he's getting smacked with a fireball then, since he's
Okay.
created enough space for
Okay.
everybody, so let me get my dice out.
He's
for
also
this.
he's also fairly big. He is an ancient. He is fairly fucking huge.
I need 2 more. I need 2
Wow.
more dice for this.
Actually,
shit.
not. By the way, that's out of character. The only thing he's immune to is being charmed. That's it.
Yeah, because he's a mental type
Mhm.
dragon.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Usually
I
it's
just
only
did
like
thunder
red
damage
dragons
to
that are immune to fire.
4,
Mhm.
6, 8. All right, so 8d6 for fire
and
damage, and it's a
gold?
dex saving throw, Waller.
Essentially
Okay.
their own breath weapon is what they're.
That's an
Uh,
11.
Well, he'll fail that, but it was a trash roll on my part. 2, 6, 10,
Okay.
8. He'll take 20 points of fire damage.
All right. Okay.
And
As
I'm gonna
You gonna move or?
no, because I'm still invisible. So as long as I can keep casting spells, I'm good.
Can you cast while you're invisible? I'm just trying to remember. I think
Yeah,
you
because
can, right?
none
Okay.
of the spells I'm casting are requiring concentration, so it's not going to drop the invisibility. That's not going to
Oh.
drop until I decide to cast polymorph.
Well, are you doing Unseen Servant or not? Because that's also concentration.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Unseen Servant
I
is a
didn't think so.
ritual.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. That's
So
neat. Anyway, all right. And Arir, you guys hear the cannon shoot again, and Darius, it whizzes by your head again. Seems like Rear
I'm going
he
to
had
kill that dwarf in a minute.
yeah. Apparently they didn't zero the gun. Apparently. So who is after Rear? Was it Goss? So it would be
hi, how are you
Goss.
doing?
Yeah, it would be Goss.
Um, GM, there's some
Yes.
bullshit I want to pull.
Okay. What is that
With-
bullshit?
Now, I don't believe I will be able to do it this round, given drinking a potion requires action,
It's a bonus.
a bonus action.
Yep.
I basically want for the next few rounds to be able, with the Unseen Servant, fire twice per round with haste.
You're gonna drink the haste potion? Okay.
I mean, if anyone wants me to like hold it off for something else.
Is there anyone in the room with you to see you doing it?
Yeah, it's your decision, man.
But do it. Would I be able to comfortably know if I can like be able to shoot twice per
Yeah.
round? Okay, Gazik drinks the haste potion and fires.
All right. Twice per round.
This would be interesting. First round, 26 damage.
Yeah,
26 to
26
hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So let's just 5d6.
And this has the
Plus 8.
venom on it, right? The poison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So 17 plus 8, 25.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the venom again? Just 12d6?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Hold up a calculator just for this.
You know you can highlight all of them and it'll total it for you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm rolling. I'm just rolling. I'm rolling this multiple times, so I don't have to do the math. That's 13 plus that's d6s. 15.
Okay.
How?
28.
How?
Wait, what?
How?
Yeah, what the fuck?
How?
Wait.
It's classified as a 4. Apparently it's got enough of an edge on it that it can fucking do that. There you go.
Okay, so with that one attack,
28.
that gives me up to a total of 53 damage with that one
Alright.
attack.
Alright. You wanna roll a second attack?
Yeah, sure, why not? Amazing. Just amazing.
What,
Didn't even
natural
I was
hit you.
afraid. I was afraid this was gonna happen. 1.
Oh.
Oh shit.
I forget. What do I need to do now?
Yeah, you click and you load the second round, you pull the trigger and nothing happens.
So this roof I'm on, I assume it's pretty spacious. I would probably choose one that has enough room to move,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna yeet that gun.
You're just gonna throw it?
Yeet.
Not like throw it, but just like kind of toss it away and pull out the Mauser and
This
just ready
bitch
for-
broken. Yeet.
It's broken. Okay.
Because Gazik usually can understand what might happen next. So he's just
Possible
gonna set.
explosion, and he's just throwing it away. Yep.
It's not like an actual toss. He's like just setting it.
And just sliding it away from him.
And then just gonna pull out the Mauser, and I assume that's gonna take up my action.
Yep, that's gonna be the
Yep.
rest of your turn.
Actually, yeah.
Panther.
How far away am I from him at this point?
From more probably 40 feet.
Step forward 15, I guess,
Okay.
and take a shot again.
All right.
That was cocked.
Actually, wait, didn't I mention that I grabbed a second PTRD for shits and giggles?
You did.
Oh my god, I'm pulling that out!
That's a 28.
That'll hit.
I have to mark it down 1 round because I don't want to.
So that does 1d10. That's my d10. 9 piercing damage
Okay.
plus 26 plus 29, 55.
How do you
Yeah.
want to do this? How do you want to end it?
Assuming he
Oh.
fails the Constitution
Yeah,
saving
he
throw.
does.
DC 19.
Yep. He got a 5. So.
Oh, I just totaled up the total damage. I forgot it was Constitution.
That poison is lethal, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How do you want to do it?
Right in the brown eye.
Anal suppository.
Just turns into that scene from an anime. Ah.
God.
No. Fuck off. Just one shot, center mass, arm at full extension.
Yeah. Yeah. Death. Coin Miner is very upset. Yeah, Coin Miner had just flipped into the dragon form, and he's like, "Oh,
My boy.
Gus is just like looking down in the scope of his new rifle, and he's like, "Yeah,
Ooh,
actually
new target."
fucking dead. Not that, you asshole."
just
Is there any cool catchphrase, Cam? Like, is there anything to end it? Like,
Well, that was unexpected.
Yeah, that was a bit quick, wasn't it?
you guys dumped a bunch of fucking damage into him. That's why it went so quick.
I wasted the haste. I kind of wasted the haste
Look,
spell.
I didn't have to use. We didn't have to. I'm actually kind of disappointed. I was looking forward to make somebody a
Yeah,
multi-headed
I generally thought he was gonna.
monstrosity.
I generally thought he was gonna have like a way bigger health fall than that.
I'm back.
Oh,
Welcome
no.
back.
I
You
really
nearly hit
thought-
Darius again.
I really thought we were gonna have to do that.
Is he
But
dead?
can we all point out how useless a rear is?
Look,
I mean,
I made the
I was-
situation worse.
I was being nice in that too because I wasn't going to pull lair actions until the next time around because Yeah, I wasn't expecting you guys to dump that much damage into him that early. But
Did you see the poison I gave everybody?
I know I saw the poison. I know I gave that to you guys. I didn't expect it to work as effectively as it was. It did.
That is a
Waller-
stupid high
Waller-
saving throw and a stupid high
Yeah,
damage.
Yeah,
Waller, poison is the nuke button.
I know. I
Like-
didn't.
Not for long.
There's only like one poison that's stronger in it than in the book.
Yeah, but I didn't think you guys would be that fucking accurate with it.
How
We hit
how
twice.
many how many
It gave me
vials
a
of it do we have left?
PTRD.
I have
Yeah.
a lot.
What I'm saying is like the thing is though is you did jam one of them. Like so there was like it wasn't as long as I wanted, but you know what? It was a good way to end it. So that's it. So yeah, he's dead, and he's now dead, laying in the lawn.
I assume.
Time
like,
to go scavenge body parts. Do 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 do.
More interested in the mighty books of knowledge that could possibly grant power.
Shit, are you kidding me, dude? We need a bag of holding and to loot every scale on this motherfucking thing. Like,
And where are we going to sell it?
I don't know. I'm sure we can find somewhere.
Not Forge Hammer,
I'm
because
not
there's no economy here.
Yeah, there's no economy here right now.
I'm sure we can find somewhere else. Alternatively, we can find a way to
You'll
turn it into
have
armor or
respect
some shit.
for the dead, or you will join them.
Speaking of Forge Hammer,
Why would we just let it rot here when it's a bunch of resources?
Yeah, seriously, the dwarves will break it down and use
Yeah, like
it
either
one
we
way or
can
the
take,
other.
like we can take some of it, since we're the ones that
Cam,
fucking killed it.
you do. Theverin is still. He's in the midst of dying, and he does turn
Death
to you.
throes.
As you guys, yeah. And you see him reach out. Like you guys walk up towards him, and he reaches out to you and touches you. Cam,
Mm-hmm.
you are now the scribe of the dragons, and just dies.
It didn't just die.
Yep.
Just unceremoniously.
Yep.
Crosses across the eyes.
Yep. But
what are the mini
Uh,
constructs doing?
oh, they're just going rampant on the Illithid right now.
yeah, Illithid, or like you see one of them like walking behind him, and like they're literally like pulling the tentacles like from the face. Like they're going full just barbarian
But Rear's gonna
barbarian
ask.
horde.
Rear's gonna ask number 1, 2, 3, and 4 what their plan is now.
World domination, of course.
Right.
Rein in these constructs.
Good luck with that. Here's a
Please.
pistol.
You give them one of your pistols. Rear.
So apparently, Arir needs to go back on the chain and be beaten again.
You're not here.
I assume you would have come down to the dead dragon.
No, I wouldn't even know. Actually, that brings up another question. Have they still been giving me spotting instructions?
Yeah, they're still giving you
Oh,
spotting
fuck's
instructions.
Do I have any knowledge the dragon is actually dead?
Um,
Because I'm assuming they wouldn't
Oh.
have told me.
no.
Oh no.
Oh, God. Hang on, I gotta roll.
Roll it.
Here's the TPK.
12.
Yeah, no, it misses. You guys hear, boom, a shot, and then
And will
assume-
someone
boom.
stop that moronic dwarf?
I'm going to
just
assume that I probably am near
Yes.
a rear.
Yes.
A rear? The dragon's dead. Stop.
Wait, how do... He is?
Yes.
Did we hit him? You're one of the ones like they're all talking. Like, did we hit him? Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
turn
we
around.
won.
Yeah, sure, whatever. You got one round on, I guess.
They're like the little pit droids from like episode 1 at that point. They're all like, yeah.
celebratory,
We did
like
it.
slapping mechanical hands together.
Yeah, I forget. What do I need to do to like unfuck a weapon?
Repair it.
Maintenance.
Yeah.
What do I need to do to unfuck a weapon?
Repair it. Or get a new one.
I want to repair it.
Conveniently, he has a new one.
He has a new one too.
Well, I'm if.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so
Might
yeah,
as well keep it.
Cam is now the new scribe of the dragons.
Right in time for the next road crisis.
That's if he lived through the first one.
Yes.
But the main thing I'm after is, can I like unchamber the round and make sure it's not gonna explode?
I mean, you can unchamber it and then throw it away, like away from you.
Yeet.
Yeet.
Yep. You see one of the little constructs grab it and it blows up as it catches it.
Well, all's well that ends well.
Also,
So while we're here
Oh.
basically having a debate over the dragon's
Yeah.
corpse, just what the fuck?
You just see Gosling just like
It honestly
in
would
the
not be
distance.
much of a change of in situation.
To
Out
be
in the
fair,
city.
the odd ones is probably still blowing up every now and again.
yep.
But yeah.
So,
Quite minor
so-
turns back into quite
so
minor, by the way.
you know how you were taking the mick that Det was basically Gur. No,
Yes.
he's not Gur. He's the psychotic ones that were meant to be sent to Zim.
Yep, and now he's leading an army
All right,
all
guys.
by himself.
There
All
we go.
right.
Well, we
Is
killed a
there-
fucking
I don't
dragon.
suppose you'd help with the burial rites.
Were you asking that too?
Theoretical.
One minor.
Coin miner.
I guess I can. Really doesn't deserve them, but okay.
Was a follower of Tiamat.
Want to leave him here, or do you want me to take him elsewhere? Because I think the dwarves will find out when we bury it in the lawn about the dragon that is under the lawn now.
Or rather, I suppose I should call it funeral rites rather than burial. Do I know what the rites would be?
For dragons, no. You know that they have them, but nobody's actually ever witnessed them because dragons are pretty secretive. So
And by what he's saying, I'm guessing it does involve actual burial
yes,
rather than
yes.
perhaps someone else would be more in order.
All right, I'll take care of it. So this is before he transforms. He'll fly away somewhere with him. So, yep. Anything else y'all want to do?
Well, seeing as how there's now basically, I'm assuming Array would have joined the party at this point.
Yes, everybody's back together at this point.
Cool. Seeing as how the dragon's body is gone and we can't salvage anything off it,
Mm-hmm.
and Array is probably near me again. I'm just gonna
I
hit
assume
Array
so.
across the back of the head again. 4th time this session.
Okay.
Ah, what this time?
Those were getting really close.
Oh,
Boom.
Yeah.
You hear an explosion back behind you, and you hear whee.
about that. Apparently the little ones don't like you, and their target was you.
I'm hoping you can wrangle them in before the army decides that they're just gonna, steamroll the rest of them. So it
We're
will
just-
be a very devastating war of attrition.
Arir just looks back, sees the one that he gave the gun to
War
go
of the
running by,
toys.
shooting into the sky.
He's got a 6-shooter. He's got a revolver.
So it's just going
Just like random shooting
behind me.
Yes.
Stick him up!
Why does it have a gun?
Because it's a Furby.
Arir just turns around whistling. Meanwhile, it's fired its six shots, and it's like click, 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 click.
It's still just running around, just click, 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 click.
Oh.
It doesn't even realize.
Whee!
And just gonna crack her ear around the back of the head again.
Okay,
Ow!
I'll update it.
Okay, I knew what that one was for.
Do the magic thing.
Alright. Say the magic words.
God. And
You'll
with
get
that, guys, I think we will call it for tonight because that was a very full session. So
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
was.
was.
Before
You
we
took out
do,
a fucking dragon.
yeah.
Arrear's
We
gonna
did
grab.
combat.
Everybody, by the way, level 10.
Oh.
Oh,
We haven't
okay.
leveled in a while. Yeah, we haven't leveled in a while. So
Okay, this will be interesting.
How much experience is level 10?
Are we still doing experience?
It's
Do
the
that.
easiest way to run the
So
fucking character sheet.
whatever is the default